All right. Listen, desktop audio.
Hey.
Oh shit! I didn't even do a
We're
test
live
to see
for
if-
gaming.
We are live. We are live, I believe. So everyone in the chat, make sure you can hear us all. Make sure it's all. Let us know because I just realized now we didn't do a sound test like I usually like to do because we're all yapping beforehand. I'm sure it's pretty good. Testing. So hopefully everyone's good. Sounds about right. Nugs, welcome in. Nugs, welcome in. Frostfall Phoenix. You guys are already here. Kanto Shine, welcome in, brother. How are ya? Who else we got in the chat? Brody, I think I saw his head pop up before. Shout out to everyone.
Kanto on the mod duties. Let's go.
Kanto, shout out mod. Down
Dropping
south,
everyone's
loud and
links.
clear. All right, bang. Jolly here, is here in top chat again, mate. I am on live chat. It's all going good. All right, so first up, welcome in Pokelotto, Foundmyexit, and Adam P Opens. How are you, boys?
Doing great.
Going well.
Very well.
Don't all answer at once, guys. Jeez.
Didn't want to talk over everyone, but very well, Jolie.
Same, yeah.
Good work. Pokelotto, Foundmyexit, two newbies to the round table. So, Adzi, this is your third time
First
on, I believe, yeah? Well done, mate.
Third, is it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. You're getting up there with GG and Harry at the moment, mate. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for letting us join the illustrious crew that has joined before.
Well, we have a lot to talk about today. It was a good. It was actually a good few weeks in the old Pokemon land because I took a few weeks off on doing this. I think it's been a month nearly since I did the last one, but a lot's happened since then.
All right.
So we've got a lot to talk about. So we'll do a quick recap. I was going to ask you, Adzi, you did Supernova recently, didn't you? How was that?
Yeah, on the weekend, on Saturday. Yeah, it was good fun. Went with the fam. It was really, really busy, super packed. Stood in a line for 2 hours to get a signature. So probably never going to do that again.
Whose signature?
But yeah, it's
Veronica Taylor?
It was Veronica Taylor. Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Ash, voice of Ash.
Did you pay for it? How much did you pay for it?
Jen paid for it. I think it was like $50 to line up.
That's all right. That's a good deal. $50 for a signature.
Yeah.
It cost you. It
was just the 2 hours.
Yeah, it cost you $200 to get a Jason Page signature.
All right.
He's giving him out for free, isn't he? Oh no, he's charging $50 at least for it.
He's definitely charging.
Yeah.
Didn't you watch the other week? We had there was like a whole hour and a half segment on Jason Page.
Oh, it's always something new to Jason Page popping off.
Oh, he's great. Don't worry. He's coming up in a bit. Is Supernova, is that basically the same as a Comic-Con? Everyone dresses up. It's a bit of this, bit of collectibles, bit of pop
on a much
culture?
smaller scale. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's everything. Yeah. Like literally, there's so much stuff. Like my partner Jen, she's not into cards, but there was so much stuff there that she loved. Like there was an author. Her favorite author was there signing his books. There was other authors. There's like art, everything. Like heaps. There was only like 5 stores that actually had like TCG Pokemon, from what I could see.
Oh, really?
In the whole place. It was probably that's all I saw. But yeah, it was just so much of everything. Really busy though. I had to line up an hour to get food. It was just like took nearly an hour to get a park. Like it's just so freaking busy. We're gonna plan better next time and not drive in.
You haven't sold it to
Yeah.
me. It sounds terrible. I don't want to go to that. That sounds horrible.
It's fun once you're actually in there and like checking stuff out. But just plan ahead and like know what you're doing and know what you want to do because we didn't plan at all and there was a lot of waiting around.
You got a video coming out of Supernova?
I got a bit of footage. I did a bit of vlog footage, but I'll have to figure out what video I'm gonna throw it into. I'll maybe do a chat about it during an opening or something and throw some footage up, do something like that. Yeah,
nice. I like it.
Work something out.
Well, also where Pokelotto and Foundmyexit were playing out the other day. We had the TCG Expo, second one this year, third one overall, and I've just clicked on the wrong thing. I've just realised. So I'm using my mate Watto's video as a reference. But Pokelotto and Mr. Exit, how'd you go? How'd you go at the old expo?
Cleaning up, honestly. Like, considering Tassie gets absolutely no card shows, like, it was just a different world over there. Like, yeah, just spoiled for choice. And, yeah, just spent probably way too much money than I probably should have. But that's all right.
That's what you got to do at the expos, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
If you're gonna spend cash, do it there.
It was a business write-off weekend, so like
a business write-off. How'd you go, FME? You spent a bit of cash, didn't you?
Not as much as I could have. I definitely we spent a lot of time filming some stuff because there was a third challenge, which is to come on the channel between Watto and I, plus some other stuff we filmed for him. And then it was just catching up with a lot of vendors that we got no one in Sydney, right? Like there's very few in Sydney. So meeting up with a few people that, you know, I've known for a while that have never actually seen, and yeah, didn't buy as much. I bought whatever mystery packs I could run into, right? So every stall that had a mystery pack, I naturally bought one because, you know, I had to. But outside of that, I didn't get as much as I could have. It was hard because, like, bringing it back in luggage and all that kind of stuff, I didn't really think it through, as it was a pretty rushed decision to get down there. But it was heaps fun seeing everyone, jumping up on stage with you, you know, seeing all the guys there that we did see. We need to have one of them where everyone comes to. It was pretty cool.
It was pretty good.
100%.
It is pretty mad.
FOMO was real.
Right. I think that's one of the best things that Midnight's doing. He's actually in the chat. Shout out Midnight. He's actually making it kind of become an event that you want to go to now. He's kind of making it like with all the YouTubers, obviously getting all the biggest vendors he can, and all of those vendors are from interstate as well. So he's doing a good job of getting everyone in there, getting people to go, oh yeah, shit, I want to go to the next one. So then the next one comes around, and then, you know, starts asking for other YouTubers to come and play along, you know. Everyone starts throwing the name in the hat. It becomes a big thing. What did you guys pick up? Just
for me, a bunch of mystery packs. I didn't buy any actual cards or anything from that perspective. Some boxes that we ripped at the time there, but it was just, yeah, whatever mystery packs I could find. But I know that Mr. Lotto, you definitely picked up a lot of cards from what I heard.
Yeah, I was kind of feasting. Like, I think my main tip for vendors would be like, just check for playable cards. Like, I bought like a bunch of cards for some decks, which were like $1.50, $15, $20 cards. And I'm like, oh,
wow.
Wow. You know, yeah, just like do a little bit of research because I was just pillaging. Like, I went to the Pokebox table, and they probably didn't assume that I was going to buy like over 100 cards out of one of the binders, but they're like, oh yeah, all the V's and EXs, like $2.50 each. I was like,
wow,
$2.50 each, and I was just pulling out of the pages. I think they were kind of regretting like staying, yeah, $2.50 each, because they probably expect me to grab like 3 cards to fill a binder or something.
Nah,
is that not a huge? Sorry, Jolly. I was just going to say, whilst we got Mr. Lotto, because I know that he's got a lot of knowledge in this area. Is that not like a huge hack in the industry, knowing playable cards, commons, uncommons specifically, and all that stuff, that you can just like make so much bank on from vendors and those types of people, as you mentioned, that don't know. Like, I was going through just some cards that I pulled from a stream the other day, and I'm like, I know very few, right? But there are some that I saw that are playable. I'm like, that's like a $15 card that normally just goes in a pile of bulk that gets shipped out with stuff or sits, you know, in a cupboard for however long. Like,
yeah, that's like a massive thing. Like, if it's not a Pokemon like Charizard or like Lugia that's actually playable at the same time as being collectible, most people just think, yeah, that's something that's bulk. No one's really going to want that. But yeah, like a lot of them have like huge price tags. Yeah. There we go. There's some Earthen Vessels. They're like $4 each.
What is it? The Buddy Poffin? Was that what it's called?
Yeah, Buddy Poffin's a big one.
These are 3 recent ones that I sell a butt ton of in play sets of 4. And I think I've made
eBay lots, don't you?
Yeah, on my eBay store. I think I've made like nearly $200 in like night stretches or something. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the
There's a couple of like streamers that just give away bulk to me, and I'm like, all right, I'll go through it and I'll pull out like every lot. It will be like I could pull out $400 worth of playbook. It takes a long time to sell them if you sold all of them, but like the amount of value in there, like people do want the cards, so take some time, pick them out.
Well, that's one of those things where I think even I do it. I think most of us do it. We do forget that there is a gaming component to the collecting, because I think most people will just, well, not most people, like a lot of people just collect, have no idea at the games. You know, you're giving away these hollows, and then you find out. I think it was even, was it the Earth Seal Stone from, was it Silver Tempest?
Forest Seal Stone, yeah, it was like $15, $20.
I was selling them for like $1 because I put them in my cab that in Bayswater when I was selling them. I had $1 hollows, so I was selling them with the $1 hollows. And then obviously there's a reason why they all sold, because apparently they were more
I
than
came
$1.
past and I grabbed them all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what happens, because you forget these things. You don't realise it. Sorry, I'm just looking at this video of
on that Jolie. No, I was going to say on the Forest Sealstone, as again, like I've got the game questions for Pokelotto, right? Is that going out of circulation soon? And when that happens with playable cards like that, do they just drop off? Like they're not worth anything anymore?
I mean, a couple will be like good in alternate formats, but like the amount of people that play those compared to like the standard formats, like, you know, barely anybody. So there'll be a couple of cards that are like crazy expensive. Like there's some common cards that I just randomly found from like Black and White that are like $20-$25 just because everybody's obviously just throwing them out in their bulk and they're like really sought after now, like 10 years later, because they're actually like meta again. So very unlikely that any cards will like end up shooting like to the moon like that. But yeah, like there'll be a couple of cards that once they go out of rotation will be more expensive, but most of the time that's when it becomes bulk.
I was actually that's a really good question actually, because I always wondered that, because you see people when they build decks and they just like, how long do you keep the same cards for over the years? Do you keep them? Like, do you have multiple decks that you then build and refix? And I have no idea about the game, by the way. Like, I literally know nothing about the game. So you see guys, they build decks and they go, oh, like the new, some random V will be like a really good card and they put in their deck. Or like some kid wins at the Japanese thing, what we call it, the Japanese worlds, and then with some random card, and then that card blows up. Is that a thing as well that happens?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like it's like most of the time you'll play 4 copies of like a lot of different cards. So it's not only like you're trying to find one, you're trying to find multiple copies, and a lot of boxes will maybe only have one of each. So yeah, like a lot of collectors will just spend a bunch of money opening product, and then yeah, it's up to just like players to try and collect all those individual cards to actually play in their decks. But yeah, there's a lot of cards that will just eventually just spike up in price because they're really like playable and it can happen sporadically.
It sounds like another level of nerd that I can't get my head around, right? Like,
I mean,
in my head, it's like, I can understand the PSA 10s, I understand the alt arts and like that, and then it's like, oh no, this playable card's in. It's like, no, I can't. My bulk is in a pile. I'm gonna leave it there, eh? Can't do it.
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of like
it takes a bit of effort.
Pokemon nerd because I like do a little bit of everything. Like,
yeah. So
I think that's probably a good way to do it. Like, kind of know different parts of the hobby and capitalize on it.
So did you pick up any big?
I think it's the smartest way to enjoy the hobby, to be honest. I think so many people who are just in it for the money, Pokelotto, ruin it for themselves, right? So I think the way that you're doing it's kind of like best of both worlds, as you said.
Well, yes, that's something we're actually going to talk about soon, about the money.
Segue.
Oh, actually, we can get straight into it now if you want.
No. You can go back. We jumped in. You can finish the Galaxy TCG. The TCG Expo.
Oh, whoops! I fucked up. I stuffed it up.
You closed it. No, don't worry. Segue. It's fine.
Segue. Well, I did actually want to get into. TCG Expo. We'll just like cut that off. Was a very good success, I thought. Everyone had fun. We had Kath, 6-9 Watto, yourself, Foundmyexit, and RUZZ Reacts, and SCHWARZ was there. It was good. It was a good day.
SCHWARZ, yeah.
Everyone from everywhere. People from South Australia. Sydney,
very keen to get to the next one,
mate. I would encourage everyone to like make it on their to-do list, because it is a good day. It's a swell day out. I think he's going to try and go interstate next time. I don't know if that's like breaking news, but I think he's going to try and go interstate. But anyway, let's get to some cracking news, because some good stuff happened this week. Prismatic Evolutions got announced. Did everyone see this? Has everyone seen this? Is everyone pumped for RUZZ Reacts donated
hard to
$5,
miss, I think.
Mate. Thanks, brother. Don't be donating money to me. It's weird. But thank you.
He said you won't do a shoey, Jolie.
What? I've got nothing.
He said you won't do a shoey.
I'm not going to shoey the good scotch. There's no way I'm going to shoey the good scotch.
He said he'll do a shoey, RUZZ.
I can shoey the water. I've got water. But thank you, RUZZ. Much appreciated.
Brother, Brody's trying to ask a question too.
Question, Jolly. Keep sealed.
I think he's asked twice.
Why? Well, that's what I was going to get into. Thank you, Brody, for cutting my lunch.
He tried to ask it immediately, and we ignored him.
I think I've got that written down. I've literally got that written down there, Brody. Thanks, buddy. So Prismatic Evolutions. Has everyone seen it? Is everyone pumped for it?
Very keen.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's going to blow up. It's going to be insane.
Well, that was my question, basically. Is it are you going to be ripping it? Are you going to try and master set it? Or is this one that we're like, we know it's going to do the Evolving Skies effect? Do we just sit on this?
I mean, keep a little bit if you want, but I'm going to be ripping the crap out of it. Like to start with, it's going to be like a long release of products all the way till September, I think, next year. Yeah. So you're going to have plenty of time to keep something if you want to, but immediate, like straight up, just like be ripping it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
What did they say?
I feel like if you can get stock in that early stage, like let's use 151 as an example, right? Like 151 when it came out, if you had good disty friends or vendor friends, you could get it for 700 a case, right? So 10 ETBs for 700, pretty good price. Now you'd be lucky finding an ETB less than 120, a case less than 1200, 1300, right?
Are you talking about
so
already?
I feel like
you're talking about like now, like already?
Yeah.
Wow.
You tell me where you're finding 151 ETBs. I've seen them selling for 200 plus.
Yeah, they're about 110. Yeah,
200 plus.
Really? Yeah. For an ETB?
Yeah, man.
Well, 200 now, Jolly.
Yeah. 5 of them. Fuck yeah.
It's going crazy, man. So from my perspective, I reckon if I can get a few cases of this, I will rip definitely like a whole case straight up. And then it's definitely going to go up. Well, do I like the set personally? I don't really like Terraform altogether. Hate me for it or not.
You don't like the crowns? You don't like the big stupid crowns?
No, not my favorite, Jolie, but they did, and I don't know if it was an error when Poke Beach and all that leaked this stuff. I think you guys showed it last time. The 32 SIRs, if that's not fake, if that's legitimate, we've seen the crowned, the Terraform, each evolution, right?
9.
So,
that's 9. Exactly right, Adzi. Yeah. So where are the rest? Where's the remaining 23?
Well,
because that's going to get me interested in this set.
Yeah. So these are the ones that have.
I reckon.
Leaked. These are the 9 that have leaked so far.
Yeah.
And well, assuming that they did what they did with what do you call it? With Evolving Skies, you had the V's and VMAX alt arts. So you got the 2 of each, and then obviously some of them became promos. Like the Espeon ended up in Fusion Strike and whatnot. I think from what it looks like, they're all going to be crushed into this set, ideally.
It's gonna go off. If that is the case, 32 is real for SIRs. We're gonna see exactly what you said. I reckon a different variant of each of the evolutions, and I reckon then it's 100% gonna be like it's gonna go sell out quicker than Surging Sparks did.
And then you got the Master Balls.
Well, yeah,
that's huge.
That was
in
English.
English.
Thing, so I've got that
in English.
So that's a big one actually. That's a really that's a big exciting thing actually. So there's the Master Ball reverse.
That's crazy.
So obviously this is the Japanese one, but that's happening as well. So how do they do that? Do you reckon they do the same thing? You get 1 per. How are they doing Master Balls?
That'd be interesting. I highly doubt it.
Do you think it'll be 1 in 20 packs? Like that's basically what Japanese 151 is, because 1 in 20 packs, 1 in a booster box. I wonder if they'll stick to that sort of.
Well, we're not getting booster boxes in this set, right? So.
No, but they could still do it like 1 in 20 packs sort of rate, you know? But then seeing how they seed them as well, like will they seed them into certain products? Like if you buy an ETB, guaranteed 1 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds because it's like, as you guys know, when you're collecting sets, like obviously just getting reverse holos are a pain in the ass, and having this Master Ball set, if you really want to like master set it,
you'll need. That's going to be like 150-ish Master Balls. Like if like taking the EXs out of it. Yeah.
I reckon the way they might do it is just make the reverse holo in the set the Master Ball or whatever, and just ruin it. Like I hope they don't, but I just don't think they're gonna do it.
I'll say it's only Master Ball.
Or there's gonna be.
I could see him doing that, honestly. Like with Shrouded Fable having their own like unique reverse holo patterns, I could see them doing like the Master Ball. But I think they will do it seeded. I think most likely it'd probably be like with the reverse holo or the holo energies from 151, similar seeding to those maybe. Because it's a bit different with English product, because with the Japanese, obviously, you get 1 booster box. That's the only product line they have of the entire set. So it's easy for them to seed it. But you've got like the tins with 2 packs, the 3-pack blisters with 3, 4s for like all the different products. So it scales. So I think probably like 1 in 3 packs, maybe 1 in 4 would probably be where I'd estimate it to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They've got a lot
of
holo
energies.
That'd be a good result. There is a lot of products, so I'm very, very keen to see how they do it. And it doesn't look like they're going to be making them bullshit promos. That was the one thing I thought straight away. Oh, this will be some bullshit promo thing they do, eh? And they're just chucking it in a box. But they've got sticker collections, the poster collections. They got the tins, which look pretty freaking awesome. And because everything's like obviously the evolutions, the artwork is just sick. Like they all look good. So I think just from a collecting perspective of just sealed product, this is just going to be something that people want to, like this surprise box. I don't know what's in
anything
it.
Evolutions.
Surprise box.
Yeah. Well, and then the booster bundles, like they're probably gonna fly off the. They're gonna.
If they're short
be
printed
gone.
again, like with 151, they'll be gone. It's the same thing. They'll just be
I
really
reckon
hard to
they will
find.
be.
Well, I was gonna ask that
probably
about
will.
Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks seems to be kind of. People telling me that that's already gone everywhere. Like that's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Booster
cooked.
boxes.
So, how? Like, is this just? Are we just not printing enough, or are the sets just? They've finally got to a level where, oh, we want them now. It's the Pikachu set. We want the Pikachu set, or because this one we know is going to be fire, right? But I was surprised that Surging Sparks people can't get. So what's the go?
I don't know whether they were
Well,
like prepared for it. Like they've probably been under like the same level of each other set, and they might not have been prepared for this one. But we've also seen like Fusion Strike was pretty short printed, Ultra Prism was pretty short printed, Silver Tempest was pretty short printed for like their initial run. So it seems like the last set of the year before Christmas. For some reason they do that, like the one before Christmas, but it might just be that that's when it's most in demand because people are buying it for Christmas presents, so it just appears that it's short printed.
That's
Yeah,
but
right.
there could be a lot of different things, but yeah, like
I've never
the
thought of it
fact
like
that
that,
the
but-
next printing of the set that we can get is March next year is crazy to me. Like usually it might be 1-2 months and then they'll do another print run so everybody can get their hands on it. But yeah, March is the next Surging Sparks like distro
Nuts.
availability.
That's
so it's
insane.
like
So once everything dries up in the retail stores, that's it until March. Like you won't. Yeah, prices will shoot up. They'll shoot up for booster boxes. You watch.
I've been in no
Until
rush
March
to
hits.
sell my packs. They are the cases are in the office, and I'm reckoning near Christmas they might be,
So
they'd be
Sur-
probably like 288 per box.
do we have another set coming out this year, or is Surging Sparks
No,
the last
that's
for the
it.
year? Right.
That's it.
And then we'll
That's
get
it.
like I like the Christmas crap that they bring out. Oh, that's already out, I think. Even the new Christmas calendar thing. And I've just realized now as I was scrolling.
Will there
through
be a
this-
holiday set? Will there be a holiday set or no?
This-
US
we're looking at
That's
it.
January.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at it.
Yeah, that's this.
no,
Yeah.
so this will be January, right? No,
Yeah.
it will be the
Yeah,
next.
yeah,
one.
17th of Jan.
So I've just realized now. So they've got
So the Japanese version of this we get in December.
Over
That'll be
Christmas,
what
right?
we'll be ripping at
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
So are we
Yeah.
gonna load up on terrestrial festival, or are we just gonna wait for the English version?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
I'm
they
gonna
even-
I'm gonna open some Japanese.
Yeah.
Definitely open some, but I think someone in the chat, I think it was Frostfall, was saying that they're going to split out like a Japanese generation's high class decks that might be where some of those big SIRs that we'll see in English will come from for this set.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, so Japanese
Yeah.
won't put it all in the same set, I don't reckon.
Okay.
No,
But
no,
do
they
we
won't.
But do we reckon they're gonna do that for the English though? It looks like they're.
Yeah, I think English is going to be fully loaded. Like
Just
if
do,
you look
like-
at Crown Zenith, I think it'll be similar to Crown Zenith with the Galarian Gallery for like the quantity of hits. Like I couldn't tell you how many's in Crown Zenith, but I feel like full art hits wise, there's probably around 32.
There's
and then you've
heaps,
got like
eh?
the gold ones at the end.
Yeah, it's a
and then they've just got the smaller art rares. So I would say it's probably going to be the exact same like quantities as Crown Zenith, but we've got Terra types. So
Well,
it's
how
got-
many alt arts were in Evolving Skies? Evolving Skies had like.
Oh, it's got the most out of any sword
16?
and shield set. Yeah,
I think
it's,
Chilling Rain might have more, but
No, Evolving's top. I think Fusion's second.
Yeah,
maybe
just.
Chilling third.
Yeah, because they had a bunch, and like most sets up until now, like with the SIRs, they've only had like 4 or 6, yeah, like of SIRs. We
You
haven't-
mentioned Scarlet Violet.
Yeah,
depends on the set.
No, Paradox
Some
Rift had
of them.
heaps.
Yeah,
Paradox Rift.
Temporal
Yeah.
Forces, Paradox Rift had a bunch. The
Yeah.
ones with the least would have been Stellar Crown and Obsidian Flames.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But in
By like a
terms of, like-
Charizard's so
But in
cheap.
terms of like value as well, right? Like Evolving Skies had how many cards over $100? Yeah, it looks like this set's
Yeah,
going to be
so many.
that, right? Like this set's going to be.
Yeah.
You'd assume that all the Evolutions are going to be over $100. You actually got an Eevee
Yep.
SIR because I don't think we got did we get an Eevee SIR in Evolving Skies? There's no Eevee.
No.
No.
You didn't even have Flareon, Vaporeon, or Jolteon because they were
They
turned
were
into
promos.
promos.
They ended
Whereas
up
this
being
set's going to have
promos.
all of them in the actual set.
Right.
Yeah.
So well, and then like sorry, I've just got this on
Yeah.
screen now. We've also got the just commons
So all of these ones will have a Master Ball.
Master Ball and a
As we're
reverse
assuming,
holo.
like there'll be a Master Ball version.
and a
And
Master
a
Ball
reverse
and
of each of these.
So this is going to be a
Mm.
gross set to try and fully master set. Like if you're going for the Master Balls, which is I don't think there'll be many people out there, but it's going to be a high class set, right? Like we're all going to be. This is the set. Do you reckon it's bigger than 151? Call it now. Say it now. Hot take. Bigger than 151.
Yeah, I think at the moment, yeah. Like,
I think,
Yeah.
I think in a year it will be. I think in 5 years it won't be.
Really? Oh, so you think
I can see
151 is
that.
still going to be the bigger?
I think 151 is going to accelerate in English unless they get a reprint. Like everyone's, I think, holding back on 151 as much as already jumped because of what's happening in Japanese 151. But I don't think it's going to correlate. Like if they don't reprint in English, it's going to go crazy.
Well, they just brought out the booster bundles again. Was it Big W and?
It was a restock. It wasn't a reprint. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Yeah, it was just
an
a
extra
restock.
product.
So where did they come from?
They just had
And it's
more
gone.
of the booster
It's
bundles.
like
yeah.
It's just gone. Like
How many?
They're
did
all
you
so
get?
smaller stores are
back-ordered.
about to get theirs.
How many did you
know.
get, guys?
Yeah.
How many like old ladies did you bowl over to get them?
I got none. I miss all
got
the good
one.
stuff being in Sydney.
Oh, real? You got one booster bundle? Oh, one
One
case.
booster bundle,
One
yeah.
case.
No, one single bundle. It's in my cabinet there.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
That's all I got.
the scalpers are real, man. People are on this. It's like
Oh,
their full-time
dude.
job, Joel.
Mate, speaking of scalpers,
Yeah.
that's another good segue, brother. Did you guys see
I'm
the...
setting you up.
You're doing good, mate. You're doing good. Oh, far out. Where's me?
Oh, yeah. There's a scalper for you.
Changed
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
but-
did you see this?
No.
This is
I
Costco,
did,
I
yeah.
believe, in America.
Yeah.
But this is like
Is that the mini tins for 151?
Yeah,
151 mini
Ah,
tins.
This
Yeah.
is like
Craziness.
proper bottom of the food chain of human civilization right now. Like, I was watching
What were they
this.
going for?
This
They were
is
going
2020
for
all over
49
again.
US.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
they were
the
going
toilet
for
paper. This is the
49.
toilet paper of 2020. This is what this is.
The COVID toilet paper.
Yeah, yeah, that's what this is. But this is pretty full on. But you look at the trolleys, like stacked to the brim, yeah? Like, first in, best dressed. They're not bowling each other over, I guess. They're not getting too violent. They're just being kind of, gross.
Then the
Yeah.
guy at the end's like really like nice, and he gives a guy one. He's like, "Here you go, you can have one."
Here's one.
I feel like
Here you go.
Costco...
Like, gives him one. He's like, "Here you go, buddy."
This is the one thing I have problem about these retail stores. Like, I get it. They get them in bulk. They buy shitloads. They don't care. They know they're going to sell, blah, 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 right? But, like, Kmart does the same thing where they accidentally sell, like, ETBs for $40. These guys are selling these for way cheap. They did the same thing with not the ETBs, the UPCs, the 151 UPCs. Like,
Yeah.
should
they're
they
like
put
178.
restrictions on it? Like, is it... Are they-
100%. I think they should.
Yeah,
Are they-
absolutely.
when people are rocking up with trolleys to the cash register, like at what point do they not go, I got a feeling we should do a, two box minimum, or maybe they just don't
Even
care.
if
They
did
sell.
5. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
people
They just
are
don't
buying like
care.
30, 40, 50. They don't, yeah, that's exactly what Adzi said. They're just clearing stock. They're turning over.
yeah,
Yeah.
They've made like what 5
Costco
10
does not
bucks
give a
profit.
crap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
they
much-
don't care. They're selling them all, and that's all they worry about.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
they literally
Yeah.
just sold a case in the. We've just watched this video and they've sold an entire like pallet of like.
yeah, if anything, that's better
Two
for them. They
pallets.
get some space to put something back there for later. Like, they
Yeah,
have
and
to
I'll put something
clear it
straight in
out.
there. Yeah.
But we've seen a few videos like Costco, especially, right? Because they seem to get pretty good deals. They've done this before. They had the Eevee tins, I think, at one point. They've had the UPCs. They've had this. They've had various different boxes, right? Does this not look good for Costco? Like in my head, it's like if I'm a big, warehouse like distributor, I'd be like, oh, maybe we should make this look a less trashy. We're getting a lot of, we're getting a lot of YouTube shorts and shit like this happening more regularly now.
All publicity.
I think they're too big to care.
You reckon it's
Like
as simple
they
as
sell
that?
so much other crap. Yeah, like they're so big. They sell so many things. They don't care about this small, little 2 pallets worth of shit. Like,
Do you think maybe it's just because also we're in the scene? Because like sometimes there'll be something else goes on sale at Costco and it looks like this as well. It's not Pokemon. It might be like, a hair
Yeah,
dryer or
there's probably
something.
other
You know what
things,
I mean?
yeah.
Like there's like some.
We have no idea
if
about.
TVs were going for half the price. It would look like this with TVs. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
humans like a bargain. Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Simply is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Get your bag.
Oh god.
100%.
So off to Costco, any other questions?
We'll probably get some of these in Australia too, in Costco at some point.
Hopefully.
were these ones
yeah.
already in Australia, or are these?
They'll only
are,
last a day.
these are those.
No, they
weird-
come
This is
in, I think.
America, I'm pretty sure.
December, I
this
think
is
we're
America.
due these. And is it more of the Zapdos? The poster boxes, I think?
Yep.
Alakazam.
I kept
box
one of
too,
Maybe
these
it's got
Alakazam one,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Is that these One's not
Yeah,
the
I
same
could
as
look.
Zapdos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
you've got
Alakazam
the
version.
that new
Booster
premium
bundles,
collection
Alakazam
comes out in
box,
January or
December.
February.
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
The blooming, it's a brand new one, like blooming
It's a new
something
UPC.
blooming waters or something.
Well,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
new UPC sort of box. Yeah,
The Greninja's
One
coming
five
out.
one.
The UPC Greninja's coming out, and so's the Terrapagos one. When are they?
Oh,
out?
those two as well. Yeah.
They're still coming. So
Greninja would be soon because that's already getting opened in America, so that'd be pretty soon, I think.
okay, yeah. EB's got pre-orders and stuff for it. Brody's asked, "Are we in a boom?"
Yeah.
Seems
No,
like it.
everyone's saying it's a bull market.
Yeah.
Seems
There's probably
like
1,000
it's
questions,
starting.
by the way, chat. Sorry that I've probably missed, but
Brody's
it's a good-
asked about 5 questions.
are they in the questions? Are they?
It's
in
a good
the...
que-
Put them in
it's
the
a good
questions.
segue,
There's a question.
Jolie.
thing. Oh,
Jolie, I was just going to say that the bull market question, I think it circles back to surging sparks, right? Like, look at that. Look what everyone thinks. Whether or not it is a bull market, they're making it a bull market just by people pumping stuff, right?
Yep.
So I just looked at the SIR from Surging Sparks, and I know one sold for ridiculous dollars recently. 3K US, 40 bids, 2 days still to go on the auction. You got it right there, buddy.
Yep.
There we go. Is that not ridiculous?
Well,
Insane.
this is the one that went up to 50K. So I don't know if you saw that, right? Did everyone see that video in the last few days where it went up to $50,000?
Yeah, it got to 420,6969.
Yeah.
So
So
tell me,
And then they pulled it.
is this not just market manipulation?
that one was different.
has to be,
This
yeah.
still is right. This is 100% right. But that other one went to 50K. So this is the same card. So everyone's aware that this is the same card.
Yeah.
Same place,
Same
same
cert.
vendor, right? Like eBay seller. But he put out a video today, or yesterday, or last night, saying, "Hey, listen, like people were just targeting it and just putting fake bids on it, right?" And it got
Gotcha.
it to what it was, right? So
Yeah.
he's come out and said it wasn't me and my mates doing it. He said
Wasn't his
someone-
mate shill bidding?
right? Which it probably was,
Yeah.
but it definitely was. 100% it was. But he came out and did a video saying I didn't do that. People just did it. Blah blah blah. He's put it back up, and here it is again. It's 3,000. But I don't know if anyone's seen the raw price of it though. The raw price is
That's exactly why.
What's it
Jolie.
going for?
It's 800 plus in Raw. So you tell me.
In Australian dollars.
well, 2
Yeah.
days ago. 2 days ago. This is American
It
prices.
was-
Sorry, by the way. So it was 2 days ago. 3 days ago. Sorry, it was 278 American, right? And then today,
Holy crap! I'm just
jumped
looking at eBay solds.
495. Yeah,
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look at last holds.
It jumped up like a motherfucker. Like it jumped up pretty aggressively.
800.
And the
750,
gold-
800.
The gold's getting
Wow.
up there too now.
There's
the gold's
800s.
jumping up. Yeah, exactly right. So the Greninja's like, see you later. Like
So tell me
Greninja's
this.
still 500.
it's ridiculous.
Greninja's still up there.
Shout out-
And
Good work on pulling that the other night, by the way.
this is my theory
Yeah.
with what's happening right here. And just because the set's only come out so recently, I think it's right where it is. And a lot of people have gotten behind this. But you tell me, you are someone who has a disty agreement. You can get, call it couple 500 cases, right? Of Surging Sparks in your allocation. If you're a big enough disty, right? I could have gotten 30 boxes, so 6 cases in pre-order myself at 160 to 170 a box, right? If I have the cash to do it, I buy all those boxes, I rip all of the packs out of everything. I get maybe, 3, 4 SIRs if I'm lucky, right?
Yep.
Then when this happens, they pump it up, right? And then they just go and flip the raws of the other stuff as soon as the set's released and just like get off the back of this flow on. It's like you saw it with 151 Japanese, right? Erica's Invitation was 1,000 plus raw when that set came out. It's like I feel like there is a system in place for people that have access to a lot of packs
Yeah.
that are just absolutely milking it.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
it's pretty crazy that right off the bat. Do we think it's going to drop? No. It's probably
I think
gonna-
so.
You reckon it's going to
Yeah,
drop?
well, at some
A
point
little
it will.
bit.
You don't reckon this is just going to be the well?
I reckon in 2 years' time, this set's not going to be anywhere near as good as it is.
You reckon this is the Vivid Voltage effect where it's like,
Oh yeah,
Pikachu, and then
wait for Prismatic to come out and it'll already be like old news by then. Like
yeah.
the
I think this
moment
has a lot
people
more
hear that
going
there's-
for it than Vivid Voltage, but
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, way more than
Yeah.
vivid.
But
Similar.
we also,
Yeah.
oh, I was about to say, like,
Because
the
have you
Greninja
seen
though-
the second card, Latios, is still pretty high too.
yeah, I think it dropped as well though in comparison. Like,
It's like 300-ish still. That's like the second
yeah,
highest,
it's
I
up,
think.
you're right. It actually is still up in there. It is still there in the top 3 as of now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
it's a bit of a
obviously-
perfect storm, really. Like
yeah.
low allocations, high demand.
It's
Like
Pikachu,
people
the
already
Pikachu
know what they're
effect.
doing to a bit of Pikachu effect.
What
Like
was the last
It's
big
people
Pikachu we
watching
had?
crypto.
Yeah, you reckon it's that?
I think 100% it's got a flow-on effect.
Oh,
yeah, like people know what they're doing at this point. Like I'm sure you would have heard like the guy that bought and submitted the first Pikachu he like spent $500 on. He was like, "That's a 10." Sent it. He was like, "I'm going to be the first to market." I don't know whether it's the same guy that's like pumping it up now.
I think it is. He's the.
If it is, but it's like he knew what he was doing. He's like, yeah, like watch me. Like this is every set I do this. I buy like them at ridiculous pre-release prices, first to market, and I always make money on it. And like he knows what he's doing, and then it could just be perfect storm that this is where it's ended up.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're already in that position and you know what you're doing, it's like the perfect opportunity to also manipulate it.
Yeah.
To be where it
Well,
where it is now at the crazy price.
I was.
Yeah,
Do you guys,
Oh shit.
do you guys want a spoiler for my next vid?
Yep. Do it.
bring it. Tell us.
Tell us the hot goss. Oh fuck you!
Hey! Sell it quick.
He was sitting there. You were sitting there dying to say that. Eh? You were like sitting there for that whole segment, going, "I'm gonna bust this out." Eh?
So good,
Far
Adzi.
out.
Sitting on the gold mine.
Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah. And I haven't even
But-
opened any of my case yet. That was just from like random packs.
Nice. I do agree with Adzi that it is a better set than Vivid Voltage. Look, those SIRs he had up on the screen, Joel, better than Vivid Voltage by a long shot, I think.
Vivid Voltage only had the Rainbow Pikachu. When you look back
Which
at it, it
It's
only
not
had
that cool a card.
No,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. It was like, I think that's still only a $200-300 card. I could be wrong. Could be less
But-
than that even now. I don't even know.
But if I fast forward 5
pennies,
years
yeah.
and I compare what we're seeing from Surging Sparks, including those hits, versus Paldea Evolved, I feel like Paldea Evolved absolutely shits on it, like hands down. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, Paldea Evolved or Paldea? Yeah, Paldea. No, I still don't see the Paldea Evolved
Evolved.
type.
The
Paldea Evolved,
artworks
yeah.
of the illustration rares in that set, the Magic Carp.
Yeah.
The Magic Carp's the
Iono.
Giratina
And the
of,
Iono,
of
yeah.
Scarlet and Violet.
The Magikarp.
Mm-hmm.
You reckon that's still going to be a big card in like 10, 15 years? That'll just pump up?
It's
I might be
going up again.
I might be completely wrong with these predictions, but it's just my gut feel. I think that there's several sets through Scarlet and Violet where illustration rares are going to be the biggest hits over SIRs.
Yeah. Well, there's like the Squirtles
Yeah, I can see that.
now. They've started making... Yeah, a few of the illustration wares are pretty good, and there are some SIRs that are still in the worth like $15-20. Like,
Especially from those earlier sets where it was harder to get the illustration rares that you wanted over the SIRs that were guaranteed in every booster box in those early
100%.
sets.
yeah.
RUZZ is just
Yeah.
in the chat. Groudon, there's another one. The Magikarp, the Groudon. I agree with you,
Yep.
Jolie. The Squirtle, the Bulba. Like,
Yeah, there is a few big hitters, eh? Well, because we kind of had the trainer galleries in Scarlet, Sword and Shield, and none of them really blew up. I think there was like the Rayquaza, the Pikachu.
there's some.
Was that sorry?
There's the Pikachu ones
The
from
Pikachu's Lost Origin.
Lost and Silver Tempest. I think there's one in, not Silver Tempest, Lost or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
The Starmie in Silver or Astral, sorry.
Astral, yep.
Oh, yep.
That's pretty. That went
Yep.
up pretty good. No, you're right. There's a few like there is a few.
Silver
like,
Tempest has the Rayquaza.
Yes, it does. The Rayquaza
Yes,
is a good card.
yeah.
That's a cool card.
Yeah.
I thought like that. They're pretty
Mm.
much alt arts, like some of them.
But I might be biased, Jolie, like you are. Some of the alt art artworks are just not comparable to SIRs in Scarlet and Violet. Like, they just did so much better,
I believe
in my
so.
opinion.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I still look at
Look-
alt arts and go, "Fuck, they look cool." Like,
Look at the Lugia from
Yeah.
Silver Tempest. Like,
Yeah.
that artwork versus the SIR Pikachu. Like, come on.
yeah, it's true. I think a lot of people don't like yourself, and like you said before, the Terraform, like they're not
The crowns.
the crowns are shit. I'm not.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not for
You
everybody.
look at
Yeah.
this one. I'm not about this Pikachu. Yeah, like it's like that's a full art. The background on the full arts looks shit. I like this new rainbow border they've added in the last set.
I think it's
But-
grown on me a bit. I didn't like it at first, but
It just makes the
I
card.
think I'm
look
just getting
so
used to it now.
Stupid.
That
Some
melodic,
of them look
that
way better
Latias,
though.
What's that?
beautiful. The Latias and the melodic, beautiful in my opinion. I think they're
Right.
amazing cards.
Yeah.
right? And even the
100%.
Latias as well. Like them for me, they're the top hits from that set.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. This set
Yeah.
has a lot more, like you're saying before, has more than Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage had one card that was
Yeah.
worth anything, right?
And then everything else is trash. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
Everything
not bad.
else is
You
like.
still got like the Hydrake, fuck it, you know what I'm saying. And then the Milotic's a great card. The Jasmine Gaze, I think, has gone up a little bit now, but yeah,
The
Gold-
Akira Agawa Hydreigon's
there
like
is like a
so
lot
clean.
more cards in this set that you're, you know, there's, like, you know,
Brody's asked, Joel, you answer first. What's the best SIR from Scarlet and Violet for you so far?
I surprisingly still like the Miriam and the Ionos. I thought they were cool.
Nice.
Bubble Mew was good.
Bit of a waifu man. I like it.
Yeah, I
a man
like
of
it.
culture.
My Bubble Mew. In terms of like actual Pokemon though, you know what? I couldn't even fucking tell you. I'm trying to look over there.
I'm with you.
I'm
on
gonna say the
Bubble Mew.
Raging Bolt.
Oh yeah,
Raging
I
Bolt,
did
Raging
like
Bolt, Jurassic Park
I
card.
did like all the ones from Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces I didn't actually mind as a set because I had like the Walking Wake and the
Got the
Raging
Iron
Bolt,
something or other.
Iron Boulder, or
Iron
whatever.
Crown.
Yeah.
Iron Leaves.
Yeah, all that. I
Both.
liked all those. I thought they were cool because I think it's the Iron Leaves kind of. Iron Crown kind of has the Dialga kind of vibe from Astral Radiance.
It does a bit.
You know,
yeah, I
so
see that.
I like the Space Horses. They're my favorite Pokemons. So like,
Yeah. What about you, Pokelotto? What's yours from Scarlet and Violet?
I really like the Miraidon, honestly, from like Scarlet and Violet base. I
Yeah.
think that one's really, really clean.
yep.
I know there's like a lot of like low S tier ones. Like I really like the Gardevoir as well. Like there's so many clean.
Gardevoir's underrated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bunch of good ones.
Gardevoir has 2 really nice SARs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which-
Adzi,
Roaring
what's
Moon.
yours?
Original
also
base and then the. Yeah.
I was going to say, what's your favorite?
So I like
Adzi?
the Raging Bolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Raging Bolt is pretty high up there for me. I think the Gardevoir from Paldean Fates as well. I really like that one.
Yeah. What
Never
was else
pull
in
it myself, but I really like it.
What else was in Paldean Fates? There was
the big Zard and the
the
Mew.
big Zard. Didn't think much of the Zard.
Yeah.
The Mew, Bubble Mew's kind of cute.
That was
I like
alright.
I actually like the Iono
Yeah.
from that set, Paldean Fates. That Iono was a pretty cool card.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I got that from you, Adzi.
And I really want the Latias from this set, this latest one.
Yeah.
That'll be.
Yeah, that's a
another
sick
big chase for me.
SR. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty. I do like the cards where they have the two, like the scenes. I think that's pretty cool that they're doing that a little bit more now. That,
20 cards, fight scenes is dope. And in action, like artworks. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, when it's just like a sitting there card, it's like, eh. When it's like a scene and an action or something funny or something different, you know, I vibe it. I was just going to say, we got a few questions here that I didn't realize. I'm going to like answer them now. Braden K wrote, thoughts on Whatnot. Do you guys...
I think I'm off the back of all the I guess pretty strong things that I've said already about people pumping and dumping and that kind of stuff. I feel like that's the biggest place for it.
Pump and dumping, just bringing up the market.
I think it's just the prices you see people paying for like product there, ripped or not ripped, is ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you...
Mm.
Well, Adzi does this pretty actively, so you're probably a good one to ask this as well, Adzi. Like, you do a lot of rip and ship, so how do you go, I'm going to mark up this by this much? Like, how do you, in your head, do that? So you go, oh, this pack's, I've bought it for $4. Obviously, you're going to make a profit, but then you've also, that's my time, my effort, my packing,
usually just $1 or $2, like nothing crazy. Like I don't know what they do on Whatnot. I'm not on Whatnot, so I've just go off what I hear from other people. But I try to keep it. I try to find a good balance with most things. $1 or $2. If it's harder to find, you can probably get away a little bit extra. But depending on the availability of it as well. You just gotta try and factor in all the everything, the popularity of it, everything.
Yeah.
Just try to keep it fair. Like I've only been doing the rip and shit for like 6 months, so you probably when you're first starting out, you can't really. You got to have good prices if you want people to come to you. So it's like you can't go get price gouging stuff, or you're going to be nowhere real quick.
I was just going to quickly just go back to you, Foundmyexit. Did you mean that in terms of like sealed product or like single cards? Because the ones I've watched are people doing auctions on single cards. Is that what you're referring to, or like actual like sealed product? Or both?
Look, the ones that I have seen have just been like you know, box breaks and stuff like that, but like not like what you see where, you know, you rip and chips that like Adzi and those kinds of prices. Like I'm talking like double nearly value of what you see. Like if you're close enough to market and people are happy to pay entertainment value, that's fine. But I'm talking about people like ripping packs like this quickly and you're paying like, you know, double market. Like that's, in my opinion, why would you? I don't get it.
Yeah. Like,
That's nuts.
Definitely a big thing in the pandemic, that, but I've not been on Whatnot enough to see anybody modern that's is in like just
I haven't.
For me, like just Scarlet and Violet, like random sets they're selling like $14 a pack on there, or
yeah. Look, I also don't frequent it. I've seen some things and that was enough for me, and I'm like, I'm out. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I probably may have gotten just a bad taste of it, but like the things that I've read and seen, it's just like, yeah, really, really, you know, just jacking up the prices in like live auctions, for example. It's like you go on there and someone's got like, oh, you know, oh guys, we've got the first edition, you know, Charizard from Team Rocket. It's just what's sitting there, but you know, like that market should go for, let's say, 12 to 1500. I don't actually know what it is market right now, but they will nearly double that price in their live auctions. People are just pumping it up from, like, again, from the small part that I've seen.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about this a few weeks ago, how Whatnot had that famous video that came out recently where the guy pulls the Umbreon and puts it to the side, like clear as day in the video, and then keeps flicking through the cards. Have you seen that video? Like it's and that.
No,
that,
hang
on, just give me a second.
Yeah, that's a rough. That's a rough video. Like that's watching a guy scam you in real life, in real time, like, and not hide it. Like
so bad.
Like gets to it, and then puts it to the side. And it's just like someone's ripping another pack, like plays it off like
just
no
rummages
one saw
around
that.
next to him.
Yeah, like no one saw that. Like fuck, how dumb are you, bro? Like.
It was so bad, man.
What do you change it to? Like a VMAX or something?
Something
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like it was.
Yeah, it was a Reg VMAX or something, wasn't it?
Just seeing what he's done, and then Frostfall asked, actually, RUZZ did ask, have you pre-ordered Priz Evo? I don't think we all sort of talked about that before, though. Like, has anyone pre-ordered it, or are we just waiting for it?
Yeah, I did a bit of Eevee just because I want some security.
Yeah.
None of the smaller stores
good for
know
that.
what they're getting yet. Eevee is the only place that you know you're going to get it. Yeah,
that's true. You pay a bit more, but you most of the time guaranteed.
That guarantee. Yeah.
And Frostfall kind of asked about that. Talking about Prismatic, Eevee Heroes is worth a fair amount now. So will Terrestrial Festival end up having the same thing happen? Probably. Eevee Heroes is kind of still expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends on like how much is printed over there. Like,
I reckon they're gonna.
It sounds like right now it's getting printed to oblivion. Like I've spoken to some of the local importer guys that I get off, and they said there's absolutely no shortage of Terrestrial Festival at the moment. Like I can get as much as they want.
I bought a couple of booster boxes off the Pokemon Center in Japan. That was like only like a week and a half ago, and there was still what 3,500 yen or something. So what?
People are selling it now for. I think people are selling it now for about $80 a box. Like
that's pretty fair.
80 to 100, yeah.
Like,
it's not bad.
What is it?
I don't think it will jack up like English. I don't think Japanese has corrected since like it dropped heavily. Do you know what I mean? Like you mentioned Eevee Heroes, that got up to like 900 plus a box, and now you can get it for 600 a box. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
so
Pokemon's
it's like
for $100. That's pretty reasonable. You know.
Like, at the moment from my distro in Japan, I think a case was like $750 Australian. So
fairly
like making
good.
25, like it's like somewhere around there, like $75 a box. So that would have ended up being what $1,400. So it was somewhere around there. $75 a box seems like what you're picking it up from off. Like
it'll be a fun set to rep it around Christmas, I reckon. Christmas time.
Oh yeah, I can already see like everyone thinks they're gonna wait for the English set, but once you see the Japanese set, you're like obviously with the quality as well. So like the quality, like they'll look sick, they look awesome, you know. All the SIRs and you know, once people start selling them and they hit the what do you call it?
I reckon the Greninja and the Kingdra, those promos are in this set as pullable cards.
Yeah, I think that's what they will be as well.
I think that's where they got them from for Shrouded, the promo boxes.
Oh, the ones that were in
I think they're from this set and they've taken them.
Ah, okay. So it's gonna be
we haven't had them in Japanese. Yeah,
it is interesting because those are cards that also don't have like the terrestrial crowns, so that does have precedent that there might be some cards that aren't just like the evolutions with the terrestrial or the stellar typing. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So the people who don't like the crowns will still have some awesome arts they can chase after as well.
Yeah. Did anyone see that fake
Yeah.
Umbreon, by the way? I just remembered that. Did anyone see that fake?
yeah, yeah.
Was everyone
look
else
pretty
bummed
good.
out?
It was quite similar to the one that ended up being real.
Well, I don't know. I feel like, you know, we already know they're going to have one of each. Like, there's the part of me that's hoping that this is like the other one. You know, like how we had the Moonbryon
Oh, you reckon?
VMAX and the Moonbryon V. This is me.
Yeah, but that's a little bit different than like the EXs. Like just purely from a game
Yeah.
It's
standpoint.
a pretty
like,
good
they're two
fake looking one,
different
though.
cards.
If it's
Yeah,
fake,
it's the
pretty
artwork on
fucking
it's pretty
sick.
clean.
Yeah.
Does look kind of AI.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's real.
Well,
It's
No,
cool, but I
it's
don't think
fake.
it's real.
Everyone has
No, it's
said
definitely
this is
not.
fake.
It's definitely not real.
Everyone has said this is fake. And this came out, I think, like a day before
Yeah.
the other ones actually got leaked. It was like, you know how this came out and then all the actual proper ones got leaked? Which is kind of coincidental.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And having Akira's name,
Yeah,
the
Brody
artist
mentioned it
there,
in the
and
chat.
Not,
Like
it's
Akira
definitely not
said,
him.
no, that's
yeah.
not.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not her.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Ruzz, do you think Terra Festival will not do well now that there is a Master Balls in English, and as that is what 151 Japan had over the English 151?
Are we sure there's no Master Balls in this again?
There
in
will
Japanese?
be. Yeah, they've got like they've already
You
shown
reckon?
the specific like alternate artwork Master Ball. I think it is
Yeah.
a different reverse holo.
Oh, so we're
Getting
so
Master
we're
Balls
getting
again.
we're getting Master Balls again in Japanese as well.
Yeah, I think they've got like an alternate version. There was like a thing on Poke Beach
Oh.
a little bit ago.
Oh right, I've missed that.
I might be
right.
misremembering, but it could be mixed up with the English version. But it wouldn't surprise me
Yeah.
if they didn't.
I think, yeah, it did say something here.
Yeah, they have something else.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's not like a Master Ball, it's just a different kind of reverse holo that they've got in there.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Like something that is not like the standard reverse and then something else.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a
think they had two different artworks for it on the Poke Beach article. So they had
right.
one that was one art, and then the other one was slightly different.
Ah, fuck. Hmm.
They always do like something a little bit different in them anyway. So if it's not a Master Ball,
Yeah.
they'll have something else.
It's just another way for
Something.
Pokemon to
Yeah.
make sure that you have to buy more to collect more to get the whole set. Because you got to catch them all, guys. You got to catch them all. Kanto wrote, thoughts on 151 Blooming Waters collection box. Which one's that one? The Blooming Waters collection box?
That's the new one. That's
Oh,
coming
yeah, that's
in.
the one I said before. New one.
Yeah, the 151.
It's a bit of a nothing
UPC.
burger product.
I haven't seen it. What is it? Blooming Waters.
There's no official art for it yet. It's just they've
Yeah, it's
announced
just
the
a
product and the
backwards-
name.
yeah.
I've just
I
typed
think
on
it's got
something
backwards
different.
promo cards on it.
Say that again. Backwards promo
It
card.
sounds like it could
Yeah,
be
like where they just show the back of the card rather
don't know.
than actually using any of the.
It's not out yet.
It sounds like it could be
Yeah.
Venusaur and Blastoise related.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I'm all for it.
I mean, you
Yeah.
assume with the Bloom and Waters that it would have some kind of.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes sense. I'm sick of Charizard. We all sick of Charizard yet?
Yeah.
Always.
See, look at this guy. He's
Always.
made a fake one. Look at that.
Who?
The guy in the corner's just made a fake box
This guy.
in that picture. Yeah.
One
He's
five-
made a full-on fake box for it to try and get the clicks.
Don't hate the player, hate
Bloody
the game,
hell.
brother. That's the...
He's even got in his title 151 reprint, which is
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. He's going hard on the fucking clickbait there.
You know what he'll do is he'll start his
No.
video and be like, "So Japanese have announced a reprint in December. Oh, by the way, in English."
You've watched it, haven't you?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
It's official. Pokemon. 151's coming back, folks. Yeah.
Plus giveaway. There you go. He's reprint giveaway.
Ah, yeah, you're right. He did.
15 minutes of
Yeah, he's just
God, there is nothing
He
worse
got
than
you.
poker
You
YouTubers.
just gave him a view. Hit the like button while you're
Yeah.
there.
he gave him.
I'm gonna.
You
Fuck,
may as well like his video.
Sorry,
now.
I've changed
Yeah.
my mouse settings, so I like tap my mouse and it goes down like half the fucking screen, and it's killing me.
Ultra sensitive.
Killing me. Okay, I'm gonna give him a dislike. Fuck him. No, I'll give him a like. I feel bad. Imagine that. Imagine
Brutal.
that. I'm just like there publicly fucking like screwing this guy. Fuck you. Yes, good questions by the way, people. Thank you very much. What the fuck's that? Paradox.
So yeah, I
Distance.
think it'll be another product that gets scalped if it's
Yeah.
Venusaur and Blastoise.
Yeah, they make good
100%.
collection
Yeah.
boxes. They make good collection boxes. I'm all for it. I'm fucking
Yeah.
for it. Well, I want
I
to
guess it's good that they're releasing another product.
that do you guys
weird,
get sticker
though.
collection boxes? Like how do you guys, are you guys big into collection boxes? Do you go, oh fuck, this is another one, I'm gonna open this for a video, I gotta do this?
Yeah, when there's too many,
Do
you lose track.
I think I've got one. I think I accidentally won one in an auction. I'm gonna publicly shame myself now, just while I'm remembering it. So I fucking just saw this before when I was getting this video up. Apparently, I won a.
Oh, good God! Not an electro box.
Oh fuck it! Where'd it go?
God.
Yeah, bad, right? I didn't know even a good deal.
What?
$28
Brother.
and $10 postage. what the fuck was I bidding
That
on
is
that
horrible.
for?
Can you click on the product? What packs are in that?
75% positive feedback. What are you doing? That guy's got 75%.
Even scammers get 98%.
YOLO. YOLO, mate.
Oh.
I don't know. When I click on it, it goes away. So it says pay now. Should I just pay now? Oh, shit. No, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
Fuck.
don't do that one, baby.
I don't know what people saw then. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. So I won that. So I've got to I don't know why I bid on that. I mustn't have read the post.
I don't know either. That's crazy.
$28 is a bargain.
That's the most surprising thing that's happened today.
75% positive feedback. I didn't even see that. Damn it, Keba. I trusted you. I fucking trusted you, bro.
Go to his account.
That's really bad, eh? Go to his account. All right.
Yeah, let's check his reviews.
Fuck it. Public shaming, aren't we? That's a good deal. $55. I'm going to bid on that.
Oh my goodness.
What's that? Next Destiny.
Buy all the junk.
Is that good? Buy it all? No,
It's bids though.
So did you
It's
receive
bids.
this?
no, I've got to buy it. Well, I haven't got any.
You haven't.
messages.
Oh, you've just won the auction
Apparently, I've won an auction.
and you've left him hanging.
Yeah, fuck him. 75%. Fuck him.
I wouldn't pay for it.
Nah. All right. Well.
Yeah, check his feedback. See why he's lost a quarter of his positive
All right. Let's
on 11.
negative. Oh, he's only sold 6.
Bro, you're playing with fire.
What's the negative?
Only one
By
negative.
the way, I won an auction. The seller cancelled my order instead of shipping the item. Stay away from this scammer. Oh, for
There you go.
great
How many
price.
people do that? I've been done by that.
What?
Yeah.
You win an auction and then they cancel it. They say some bullshit like address was not available or something just so that they don't have to ship the item for you getting a good deal.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean like because you might have won the auction,
Usual
no one
stuff.
else was in it, like.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
like a
On a good
K-
price.
dude.
They don't want to.
Dude,
Yeah.
I got to tell this story quickly, right? So my mate, knows nothing about Pokemon, but his son's just got into it, yeah, and he obviously sees my videos and like he's kind of been buying boxes and shit, right? And he randomly buys stuff off eBay and he's bought some Japanese, it's cheap and gives his kid packs. Anyway, I went to his house the other day. I go, oh, have you been buying stuff? He goes, oh yeah, I just buy stuff off eBay randomly, right? And he shows me what he's got. He bought for $40 from Kmart randomly. He got a Evolving Skies, the Build and Battle. You know, the fucking what do you call it? The Build and Battle box? Yeah, $40.
Yeah.
They're like $150 now, right? Like he just got that from Kmart because
You can move.
Yeah.
this was recently, right? Apparently it was like the 1 year he's out. Kmart still had Evolving Skies Build and Battle boxes.
No way.
Yeah, like he knows nothing about Pokemon, so I know he's not making this up. Like he knows that he literally just bought it from Kmart, and then I was looking at a tin. I'm going, where the fuck did you get this tin from? Had like a GX or whatever it was in front. I'm like, this is like a fucking 8-year-old, 7-year-old tin or whatever it was. I'm like, I think this is like a $120 tin, bro, because I got it from like eBay for like $40. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where are you going to get these deals? I can't get deals this good. And he's like, oh, it's just got sitting there in his like garage, like sealed. Like, I want him to open it because I want it to be fake. You know what I mean? Like, I love you, bro.
Yeah,
I really do. But I
I'd be
want it
wondering
to be
what's in that.
fake because I'm like, there's no way you got that good of a deal. The Kmart one, that's just pure luck, right? Because that does happen. You know, you go to Kmart sometimes they'll have some random shit for the dumbest price, right? But he got this tin. Like, I have to try it. If he's watching, Sauce Man, if you're watching, text me the photo. I need to put it up. I need to like show everyone in the scene.
You're gonna see this.
Sauce Man, if you're watching, I'll actually, you know, I'm gonna message him right now.
I'd
I want this
say
in real
potentially
time.
resealed.
Yeah.
That's what
Got a
I
good deal
thought,
at
right?
the big markets.
That's
But what
I
about the
thought.
Kmart one?
The Kmart one's just a
Kmart's
good
fine.
steal. That's just a good like.
Are you sure he wasn't doing one of those like who's that guy? Is it real Nate Breaks or whatever his name is, looking under the shelves and shit? Like, is that what he was doing?
It's like-
Hidden Pokemon
He
cards.
reckons
Yeah.
he went there and it was on the shelf. He picked it up. It was $40. He knows nothing about Evolving Skies. He knows nothing about what shit's like. I told him all this and said, dude, I think it's like $150, right? And then he sends me a message a day later and goes, holy shit, bro, it's $150. Like he didn't even believe me when I told him it was $150. Like,
Yeah.
he's like,
That's
fully
crazy.
Just did because he just buys it for his son. Like he doesn't He doesn't think about it. He just buys it. He goes, oh, yeah, that's a cheap deal. He buys it. I'm like, fucking hell. Hey, I'm messaging right now. Hey, can you send me a pic of that tin you got? Hopefully he messages me back. He's a good egg. He'll do it. Where are we? Where were we? I forgot where we were.
Getting swindled on a Hisuian V box, I think.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that guy, okay? I don't think I'm going to pay him, okay? I think I'm just going to wait for my very nasty email, my very nasty message, and then I'll call it a day. Have you guys ever been scammed bad? What's the worst scam you've had on eBay? I've got the worst by a mile, but I'll let you guys go first.
I did have one where it was Hidden Fates tins. They list them for like the price of an art set, so it was like $230.
Yeah.
And the title was like Hidden Fates tin. It was manipulative, and then like one line in the description just said one of 3, and then so I was like, oh cool, I guess I'll just buy one art set because it's the same price, and then one tin rocks up, and I'm like,
oh shit,
that's pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good, man.
That's rough. A few people have been scammed by that before. Like that's a real common eBay thing where they put the photos of a lot of things and then the one. Like that's a pretty cool.
Oh, dude, have you seen the ones that are like heavy base set pack ? And it's like, and then they send, and then they put a photo of the base set pack with like, it's a 21.05 or something like that. So it's borderline, right? Like depending on the box, it could be a heavy or a light. But I've seen the amount of those that are sold that I've seen on eBay that are like $1,000. I'm like, that is such a rort, because you know fully well that's 99% of the time that's a light, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and a light should be $400 to $500, and this guy's already made bank on it, right?
Yeah, well, it's a hard one, because anytime on eBay, you just assume it's always going to be light, because they might put a bit of like blue tack behind the pack, sit on the scale, and it's like, that's enough to bump up the weight to being a heavy pack.
Yeah.
But anytime you're buying a single pack, just always assume it's light, unless it came out of like a fresh box break
I'm always skeptical when people
Facebook
say unweighed.
Yep.
Unweighed is always light, because I'm like, bullshit, you weighed the fuck out of that before you put that up. Because you're like,
when it's like a $400 difference, you just go buy a set of druggy scales and like,
you buy a $40 scales and make sure, like that's.
What when they say it's like it's a heavy pack unweighed, and it's just like, how do you know?
Heavy pack
unless you've weighed it.
Yeah, heavy pack unweighed. It's like anything
feels pretty heavy.
Like if they have a video of the weighing of the packs, it's like I could. So this is from a recent box break, and not a flex again. I'll rip these for the channel, right?
Absolutely a flex.
Nah, if I wanted to flex, I'd get something else out. But look at these weights on this, right?
Yeah.
That's a heavy, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a light from the box. That is also a light from the box.
That's crazy.
If you put any of them up with a video of the scales, people will pay full heavy price for any of those packs. I guarantee it.
What's a heavy? Like, what's heavy go up to? Like, what do you mean by that?
1,300, 1,200 Aussie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you say it's all dependent? Hey, FME on like the box that it comes from, and like the weights of the rest of the packs in that box.
100%. So the heavies from that box break minimum was 21.6 grams, right? I've been in box breaks before for base set boxes where the heavies were 21 flat, right? And a light was like 20.08. So I've got heavies in that little vintage box there that's a lighter than the lights from that box. So it's like 100%. If you don't, like, my mandate and what I say to anyone about vintage, if you don't see the box that it comes from, do not buy it.
Yeah. That's how people talk about Japanese too.
100%.
Yeah.
There are some trusted sellers. Like, there are definitely some people that you could go to in the market that you know that if they tell you it's a guaranteed heavy, and they'll probably give you guarantees around if it's not.
So I'm just going to try and show. I'll finish this. I'll send this to myself.
Was it a tag team tin?
Yeah, I was going to say, those ones are like 250
That's what
plus.
I'm saying, man. He just sent me a message now. He said, I paid $73, just looked it up. So he must be watching. Shout out to
So where he got it from?
So he got
was that the Kmart find?
No, that's eBay. So it's
I'll tell you. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, because you'll have one properly sealed as well, wouldn't you? This guy. It's not a flex.
Yeah. Live comparison. Oh, he's got several.
All right.
Right.
Show us the.
So I'll give you the goss, Jolie, on what he's got. Right.
Yep.
So these came out in 2019 when they first came out, right?
That's what it said on it. Yeah.
They got 2 tag team packs, and like, it's Ultra Prism, it's something else, Sun and Moon, right? Really good pack selection. 2 tag team, Ultra Prism, and like a Unified Minds or something, right? They reprinted these tins a year later, or roughly a year later. There is no clear, distinctive way to tell on the tin, but the packs inside the reprints are so shit.
Oh,
the packs
real?
are, it's like 1 Crimson Invasion, 1 Burning Shadows, 1 Sun and Moon base, or 2 Sun and Moon base. So you're legit, it's like...
It's another gamble.
It's a gold mine of a tin or an absolute fail. And if someone's selling that on eBay for $75, they know what's in it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what it'll be. Because I said to him, whatever you do, don't open it. Like, do not... Because when I saw that in the Evolving Skies, I said, don't let your kid open this. Hold them. Like, don't just go let them open that. But so all right, that's good to know because like they do that with tins a lot, where the same tin has different packs in it. So I'm glad you know that because that's super educational right now. So Sauce Man, if you're listening, just leave it sealed, brother. Like,
it's pretty good. Like, it's good that they didn't like try and sell it for 200 plus. Like, they actually only did it for 70.
I think he
No,
did
the
it on
amount
purpose.
of ads. The amount of ads up at the moment for people who know they've got reprint boxes selling them for 200 each is ridiculous. It's crazy. And I'm looking at finding a set of them that I can trust is good enough price and has the team up in it, so I can rip those, because those I'm not sure. They're 50-50.
So are you sure there's no way to know, like in terms of like, you know, sometimes I'll have like the Pokeballs, for example, will have the number on the bottom, or some of these have like a different barcode. Like, is it just one of those? It's simple.
So there's beliefs. There is a different tin. There is a reprint version of that is a completely different tin. It's thinner and it's got different, like the images inside are different. That one is 100% the reprint. But this tin here that I've got, there's versions of this that are the reprint that aren't the same pack. So I got burned by thinking I found the silver bullet to understanding what the reprint tin versus the weren't, and it matched all the indicators of what everyone said was the OG tin had the modern sets in it. So not the modern sets, but the crap sets, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish I knew the answer to that one.
Wow. Thank you for letting us know that. That's actually awesome though, because I would have just told my mate, hey, it's $200, don't open it. But now I'm like, fuck it.
What a rip one.
It's probably shit, just rip one now, fam. I said, yeah, do it. Go on, flex.
Nah, I don't want to risk it. The promos in it are sick though. If you get any of those promos in those tins grade a 10, it's worth you made your money back triple.
That's the Pikachu and Zekrom. It's a pretty cool
Wow,
card.
nice.
That's a pretty cool card. Because when he's showing me, I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck, GX? Like, you know, that's not a new tin. How'd you get this? Like, I was like,
And that one's got the
Eevee and SNORLAX. Eevee and SNORLAX. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
My favorite out of the 3
artwork
is this one though, the Venu Celebi.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Mm.
Mad.
Yeah, it doesn't really show.
And you just like don't know. You're just 100% not. Are you gonna rip those, or are you just not gonna rip those, or?
So I've got a guy which I'm fairly confident has the team up ones. I'm gonna buy the set off him if he gives me a good enough price, and then I'll rip those 3 because they're unknown.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
best of luck.
Sick.
Yeah. Best of luck.
I'll do it for the channel where I'll say torching $600 and then find out that we've got a bunch of like Crimson Invasion and stuff.
Yeah. I got scammed. Watto's reckon the rocket set will be good, new art, or reprint of old. Shout out to Watto Rips, by the way. Or we just don't know
I'm biased.
yet. We don't know anything about it yet. We don't know anything about the rocket set yet either, except it's called.
Well, they
Team
leaked
Rocket.
something.
Did
They leaked something, Jolie. They said that there's not going to be dark Pokemon. There's only going to be Rockets Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
thought there was a whole black and white thing.
It's like Rockets Mewtwo EX.
Okay.
Yeah, no dark in the name. It's just Rockets in the name with the Pokemon name after it. That's what it's going to be. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
That's pretty much all they've revealed.
Well, I hope
Just
it's
to
gonna
wait
be
and
good.
see.
But yeah, it'll be new cards. It won't be reprints. I think it'll be new cards. New
I feel
artworks.
like the back end of this Scarlet and Violet era is kind of doing what Sword and Shield did, where the sets are starting to get pretty sick. Like they're starting to.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They do it every time. They
Yeah.
can't just have 50 good sets in a row. They've got to like give you some breathing space. let people fuck off a bit, and then like all the hardcore guys come back and go, "Oh, fucking Pikachu set, let's get into it, bro." Like, so you know,
I reckon it's gonna be shit hot, but that's just me. I'm gonna buy it all. I'm gonna whatever allocation I can get, I'm buying it all.
Yeah, the nostalgia of it and like the like,
So
yeah,
is Rockets going to be the next main set after Prismatic? Is that
I think
what's
it's
happening?
April.
I think
So
there's
it could
one
be a
in,
holiday
there's
set.
one in between.
Oh, there's one more in between. Okay.
Yeah.
Like battle partners or something, like with trainers. Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
trainers.
it's
The
the,
so
the
cool,
like
yeah.
Marnies
'Cause
and
there was the
the
Reshiram.
Leons
Yeah, right.
and stuff.
that was the one with the Reshiram.
That's
that got leaked,
introducing the trainer name.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trainer name on the card. Yeah, that's right.
You reckon they're
That's
gonna do
gonna be
that one
sick too.
justice? That's the one I'm really curious about, Adzi, and like I really hope they do it justice.
I'm hopeful about it. I'm thinking like they might even bring back tag team as well.
Oh mate, don't tease
Like,
me.
start off with yeah.
How good would that be?
Start with the trainer names, then go into Rocket, and then just go into
Oh.
tag team, just full out like.
Just
They
nostalgia.
just don't have enough
Moon.
sets left though.
Just a
Like they're gonna change it
Yeah.
up for the new games.
Yeah, when's the new game? out?
Or what? Z to A comes out like
Oh
next
yeah,
year,
the new
so-
Legends game. Yeah,
Like it's always in 3-year sets for like the different eras. So there'll
Mm.
be like something that will come back. Well, it'll be like megas because
So what have we
Z
got?
to A.
yeah. Megas will come back because they're in the game. Yeah,
We've only got like another year and a bit of Scarlet and Violet.
So what, end of next year?
yeah.
Yeah, be pretty close to that. Yeah. Give us like
Maybe the
another.
beginning of if it's like maybe the beginning of the following year with last. It depends if they finish on a special set or on a main set.
Well, Crown
guess.
Zenith finished at the end of the
They
year. And
finished-
Crown Zenith was just like a here you go, have just fucking 50.
That was a
bucks after
special
one
set.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was sick too. It was like the
Yeah.
best set ever. It was like the best way to end anything ever.
Mm.
Yeah, gold alts. Yeah, we saved them right
Yeah.
to the last minute, mate. Yeah, fucking here you go.
Smashed it all. Yeah,
All the space horses. Yeah,
into one set.
yeah. Frostfall Row, do you guys think that Pokemon TCG is still a scalper's market? Are people still paying the scalp prices, or have we gotten smarter over the last 3 to 4 years as a community? Fuck no. We are still getting scalped, and people pay it. That's why the prices go up, because people pay it. It's just like house prices. The reason house prices keep going through the roof, because people pay it. It sucks. It sucks for everyone else who has less money than those people, but it is that. People will pay it. Like, they just will. Shit goes down and up and down, but like I think at the moment now, I feel like Pokemon's kind of hot again. You know, I felt like there was a bit there where it kind of went down. The sets were crap. People were kind of not so keen on Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet feels kind of hot right now. I feel, you know, from like Twilight Masquerade, you know, Temporal Forces onwards, 151. We've had some like there is actually a bit more now that's good than shit. My personal opinion.
Yeah, I feel like since Greninja and Twilight, it's just sort of started ramping up.
Yeah. The hype.
Brody's asked,
Yeah.
Brody's asked the question off the back of that. Market is booming. How are we all navigating it?
Good question, actually. I try to balance it between not opening anything and saving everything. So I like to buy, at least at the moment, because I'm not like gangster rich. So I try to just buy a case of ETBs at least, rip half to get the itch out, hold the other half. So I like to try and keep on top of, you know, holding stuff, because there's booms, there's ups, there's downs. Get it for a good price, and I don't know. I haven't really been sucked into buying cards. Does anyone get sucked into buying individual cards as an investment?
Not really, not at the moment.
No, it's like sealed. Is that?
I just
way,
buy cards
way
to
harder.
play
It's
sets.
way harder to tell what you're actually going to be buying. That's going to be the next come up.
Foundmyexit.
Yeah,
Are you
Brody
interested
buys-
in sealed stock at all? I can't tell. Like, you know. What's that behind? Is that a Hidden Fates ETB just hidden in the back there? Yeah, fuck you.
Next to the team up ETB? No,
Don't worry about it, bro.
Is that
I
the
have
20th
ripped-
anniversary one? Or is that 25th celebrations?
It's no. I wish I could say it was Generations. It's only Celebrations. I rip way too much, but there it is. That's the good one. Yeah, and look at it. You got Shining Legends next to it. Then you got Evolutions either side. See, there's a man of culture right there.
Generations goaded.
Generations is the goated set. Those the Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, and Pikachu boxes in both formats are my favorite sealed boxes. So good.
Man, I wish I'd been
I-
into it when Generations came out. Would have been sick.
If I it's sickening how much of those sets I ripped and didn't keep sealed. So that goes into now when you're saying Pokemon's booming and like, what are you going to do? I personally think if you try to do too much, you're just going to fail because you spread so thin, which is the difficulty, right? Like no one, apart from someone who's just like a crypto billionaire, whatever, millionaire, can just go and like load up on every single set. And it goes the same for people who do buy singles, like Brody said he does. If you try and pick every single SIR that's going to be the next, you know, Moondog or whatever, you're gonna stitch yourself up. So I feel like you just need to kind of go back to what we said at the start of the thing. It's like buy not just for the investment, but also buy something you do love. Because then if everything falls apart, you're not completely screwed.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, you've still got something you love. Yeah.
Yeah. Because cards, I think, and you kind of said it good, because I did the same thing when I started right at the start. I've said this before, like, I've got to collect binders, I've got to get sealed, I've got to get slabs, I've got to get the big hits, I've got to buy raw, I've got to grade it. And I'm like, you end up just losing all your money just to, like you say, spreading yourself thin. You're kind of not really investing. Like, Brody's a good example, because Brody buys, he's like, all right, alt arts, and he's like got that one singular goal, and he's just chipping away at it slowly, you know what I mean? And then, like, you know, he goes from having like 20% graded to 40% graded to 60% graded. You're like, oh fuck, I've got nothing graded. Like, this guy's just like, but it's because he's just committed to one thing, and then bang, there's your investing in your value and your, you know. And then same thing if you just buy sealed, like I think that's the sealed. I think's the safest, you know. And
yeah, sealed always going to go all the time.
And obviously, for every evolving skies, there's a Shrouded Fable or a Rebel Clash. Yeah, we all know this. You know. What's the
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, right. Oh, fuck. Pokemon Go. Jesus Christ. Don't even start me. I saw someone selling that for $70 at ETB recently, and I thought, I might buy a case of that. I reckon that'll kick back up.
Don't fall back into it.
That'll kick back. Nah, it'll kick back up. It'll kick back. There is not one big card in that set, eh? It's the Mewtwo, and that's it, isn't it?
Like there's two old cards.
Or the
ult's not even the biggest card in that set.
Pokedore's like $15 on a good day in a 10.
Yeah. The rainbows are the biggest cards in that set now.
Oh yeah, the Mewtwo's good. Mewtwo Rainbow's good, and the trainers aren't that bad either.
Yeah,
actually.
And the Dragonite. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dragonite. I forgot about that completely.
They really just insulted that set. How was the Dragonite alt art in Evolving Skies and not in Pogo?
I think when we look back on sets, sometimes it was just Pogo had the name. It was like, hey, remember that big giant thing that got everyone back into Pokemon? Yeah, fuck you. Here's like the shittest set. And it was,
didn't even think about it.
And
like
it was crammed.
5 years too late.
And it was crammed in. It wasn't too late. Like, you can still do it later, but you got to do it awesome to get that nostalgia. Pokemon's usually pretty good.
Yeah, it was like an afterthought.
It was, right? And then it was crammed in between Astral and Lost Origin. So Astral kind of got a bit pushed to the side because everyone was like, oh, fucking Pokemon Go is going to be the shit. And then Astral was clearly a good set. Like, I like Astral. I fucking love Astral. So
Astral's crazy, dude.
I love it. Yeah, right. And then it's like it kind of got no hype because everyone was like, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Go. And then it came out and everyone was
There's a good strategy in the chat. Tones TCG has said, I'm just getting 2 to 4 Pokemon Center ETBs, open a couple of booster boxes, and grade playable singles off Pokelotto. So that is, like, if you don't want to exhaust the funds, that's a very smart strategy because you just, like, the Pokemon Center ETBs sealed, as you said, Jolie, buying sealed smart. Pokemon Center ETBs even smarter from an investment perspective. You've got your sealed that you put away that's going to just jack up in price depending on the set, and then you just open for fun, the booster box. That's a very smart strategy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I get the case and you open half and then keep half sealed, like, you know, and then over time now I've got better at not ripping. Although I say this, I'm about to lie to you. I nearly opened those two. How's this for, like, you know,
don't do it.
Divine intervention, right? Like, I nearly ripped those 2 booster bundles the other day. Did anyone watch my live the other day? And then my computer fucked up. So I cut the live, and I'm like, so glad I did. Otherwise, I would rip my 151 booster bundles. So it was like
bundle on the left, Jolie. It's got a demigod pack in it. Just saying.
Oh, fuck off! It does. You know it does, yeah.
You rip that booster bundle, and then FME can rip one of the team up tins.
No, I got these. I got these from Target in the middle of Warrnambool, I think it was, for like $35. Like, this is when everyone was hyping them, and I just went to like some random Target in the middle of nowhere and got 2 of them. Shout out to
Yeah, I
Target.
think I'll just be doing what I
Sorry,
did in the
6ix9ine wants us to
pandemic.
make
I
that.
reckon. Oh.
Your cat's gross. Oh.
6ix9ine
Yeah, I
wants
think I'll
to
be
see it.
opening
6ix9ine's
Japanese.
loving
and
it,
that's
eh?
all I'll open.
Shout out to 6ix9ine. What did I write? Cats on yourself, Adam. Cards are. Oh, what did you write before? Money is a man-made concept. Honestly, chat. It's literally paper and numbers on a screen. Cards are real. Exactly. Hey, I've been saying. I've said this a few times now that like we're getting rid of money, right? We're getting rid of real money. Banks are going cashless. No places aren't accepting cash. They're trying to get rid of cash. I'm not trying to be that guy with the tinfoil hat, by the way, but they're getting rid of cash, right? So my theory is in the next 5 to 10 years, collectibles are going to be like the thing. That's going to be the cash in hand jobs. You know, you go to a cashier on the weekend, they give you like, you know, a few booster bundles. I'm telling you, mate.
I feel like Jolly, it's already happened in like a pretty large way. What do you think so many people who have large crypto that want to avoid the taxable event are doing with their crypto?
Buying collectibles? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you've got like stocked up behind you? Like, tax man doesn't know about all this.
I wish.
But no, I'm actually like I say it like a jokingly way, but I'm deadly serious. Like I fully believe that like collectibles and something like Pokemon, which is already has to us, like we know, Kmart doesn't know. Kmart sells fucking ETBs for $40 when they want to get rid of stock. You know what I mean? Like, but we know that that's an $80, $90 product. You know, like, so we have this like this is me trying to like hype up the Pokemon nerds, yeah? We are the early investors in crypto. You know, like all the early nerds knew that crypto was the big thing, and then mid-pandemic, they're like, oh, no shit, I told you, dickheads, and now they're in like 4 mansions, yeah? That's what like is happening with, I feel, this is my dumb hypothetical thing, right? We've got all this stock, and then when they get rid of cash, it's like, well, you know, I still don't want to pay tax. You don't want to pay tax. You don't want to, whatever. You know, you start trading collectibles, you know? Pop vinyls. Do pop vinyls to like do my mowing and stuff, you know? Like,
Do you want a crypto story to make you feel better about any bad decisions you've ever made?
yeah, let's do it. Bring it.
Every crypto story is just a bad.
So I had a mate that was that mate that you just mentioned that was like, this thing, Bitcoin, you need to get into it. Like, it is the next thing. I'm telling you, I'm dumping all my money in it. And back when, this was back before I was still at university and all that kind of stuff. I played a lot of poker, right? And I think I was kind of all right at poker, right? So I won a tournament for like 11 grand. And naturally, me being younger at the time was like, just going to have fun, right? And buy into more tournaments and do all that kind of stuff with my money. He like was almost forcing me to buy Bitcoin at the time. He's like, put half of it in Bitcoin and I trust you. You're not going to lose your money. Just leave it there. Do this, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he wasn't the closest of my friends, so I didn't really trust him as much as you trust a best friend.
Yeah.
And yeah, that 5 grand in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was less than $100 at that point in time.
Yep. Ah, God, it hurts. It hurts.
And he loaded up.
Yep.
Life could be a dream.
And he's like gangster.
Wow.
But there's the other side of that story too, right? So my missus was working in real estate mid-COVID, and that's when, you know, all the crypto guys all started coming out of the, you know, oh yeah, I'm a crypto billionaire and shit, yeah? And there was guys who like had their money still in crypto, were going to buy a multi-million-dollar mansion, and then had to like pull out because the crypto bottomed out, and they're like, oh, I'm not rich anymore. I was rich last week, but now I'm not rich. Like, it's like, why didn't you pull it out when you were rich, dickhead? Because they're like, oh no, it's going to get bigger, bro. Like, so then they had to like pull out of like deals. My missus has 2 stories of that where it's like they had to pull out because they were like, oh yeah, we got money, we got crypto. And like, oh no, we can't now. It's like, so it goes both ways.
It does.
And where's everyone's crypto now? I lost 12K. I'm looking at it right now. I think we talked about this recently on the chat, actually.
When did you buy in, Jolie?
Me. So in the middle of COVID, I was like, my place didn't shut down, and I made more money in the first year of COVID. Like at the start of COVID, I thought COVID was the best thing to ever happen to me. Yeah. I was like making, I'm not being a smart ass. I thought it was grouse. Yeah. Like it was sick. I was like, I don't have to go anywhere and I'm getting paid more at my job. This is the fucking best. So like, I was just gangster, like blowing cash on crypto shares. Me and my missus bought another house mid-COVID just because it was like we had so much money, right? I'm not trying to flex, but like it was good times. It's not that now. It's fucking horrible now. The world sucks. I hate my life. But that's over exaggeration. All right, but but you know, But everything did go down, right? But this is like mid-COVID. But so I've lost. Fucking now that I've said this, since I last looked at it 3 to 4 days ago, I've made 4K. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're back up.
so
I was going to say, it's like all-time high.
So I'm at 13,600 now, and I'm down 1,690. So that's how much I pumped into it to start with, yeah? Like, I pumped in 15K. So now... But at one point, I was, like, full gangster rich. Like, I put into that, like, shitty Shibu Inu. I was like... And then when that boosted up, I was like, oh, I made $3,000 in a day. But, you don't. You don't
Should have
make
bought
that.
Evolving Skies booster boxes and you'd have been doing all right.
The irony is exactly that,
That's
right?
what I'm thinking.
Had I known about Pokemon back then, I wouldn't have bought a cent in crypto. I would have just been like burning all my cash on Pokemon then.
Never spend a cent on crypto. Always just Pokemon.
Nah, bro. Crypto's where it's at, bro. Have you heard of these things called JPEGs that you can like buy for like $50,000?
What happened to NFTs?
NFTs.
Honestly,
Sorry, not JPEGs. NFTs.
Yeah.
They were totally
What are they
different,
now?
bro.
Yeah.
They were totally. Have you heard about all of them? Like, what was that big one that went around? The stupid faces with the alternate things. They're like, they were like selling for like 250K at one point. Like stupid, like only dumb people were buying this shit, yeah. And they're like $400 now. Like, whenever you think you spent too much money on Pokemon cards, remember, there's a guy out there that spent $250,000 on a JPEG, and that's now worth $400 if you're lucky. So there's that guy. That guy exists. That's a real human being. Remember when Snoop Dogg was telling people to buy fake land in the metaverse? Ha! Listen, I hope it pays off one day for your Snoop Dogg, but like, bad idea.
I don't know if this is real, but it says the most expensive NFT was sold for 91.8 million.
What was it?
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
The merge?
It sounds ridiculous. It sounds something crypto-y. It's giving me it's giving me like, PTSD of like, COVID times. Because it was like, my life sucks. Everything sucks. I can't go out to the movies. But I'm just going to keep investing in this like, fake Dogecoin. Shout out to 69tails. Because yes, I have heard of Dogecoin and I have Dogecoin.
Is Dogecoin still going well? Like, I'm so not across.
Nah, you've heard of that story about the Dogecoin millionaire, yeah? The guy that got up to like 3-4 mil and then lost it all because he was like, nah, bro, it's going to go higher. And they're like, dude, you're on 30K a year. Sell this right now.
Ooh.
He had people telling him, he was on, you go watch all these old podcasts, yeah? Because he was like flexing, like, oh yeah, I'm like, it's going to go higher, man. They're like, and there was those guys, that Graham Stephen guy who I like, he's got a really good podcast. He was saying, hey, listen, sell this and you'll never have to work a day in your life again. You're on 30K a year right now. Sell this, buy a house, buy another house, and then buy another house right now. And he's like, no, man, it's going to go higher. And then it bombed under $1 million, like, and he's still holding it.
Ouch.
Yeah. So there's those stories too. Anyway, how did we go to the crypto thing? Don't buy Pokemon. It's a scam.
Booming stuff and people washing their crypto
now people are spending money on... Now people are spending money on Pokemon Pocket, which is just digital art of Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that's wild.
Pokemon is that NFT made? Of Pokemon.
What's the...
Well, yeah, how much has that made in its first few days? 12 million or something? Like,
yeah, it was something ridiculous like that.
It makes sense though.
That's
it's genius. Yeah, that's another form of here you go. And that will probably attract people who don't care about cards. Like, because when you think about it, cards are a weird thing. They're messy. They take a lot of time at sorting. There's people who still just like Pokemon as in general. And like, oh fuck it, this is like collecting cards. Like Pokemon Go.
3 million per day.
$1, like in dollars. Is that what you're talking about? Like,
yeah.
But that's 3 million a day.
Pocket is making 3 million a day.
Oh, yeah, it's got like 15 million downloads or something in like the first weekend. So like all you need is a couple of those people to spend like buy the starter bundle and
they probably put $3 million into just making that, and then like they make it back every day. Like now, oh fire out!
Yeah. It's got to be so cheap for them though, like compared to actually printing cards. Like,
oh yeah,
this has got to be so good for them.
Easy, like this is like the easiest money they've ever made. And
do we think they're ever going to turn it into a set?
Yeah,
they can't do that.
I think Watto put up something before because people have started making the fake cards, of
custom, yeah,
right. And custom cards have been around. That's not a new thing. The custom cards have been around forever, for ages now. Yeah, like they're gonna do the Pokemon Go thing. They're gonna obviously do this for 5 years and then do it in 5 years. They're not going to do it next year. They're not going to do it in 2 years. They'll do it in 5 years because they're going to want to get as much out of it as they can, see how it goes, and then when they've got some random...
Oh, you reckon they'll combine like some of the most popular arts from like however many sets they release in that game over the next 5 years?
What's this one called? Genetic Apex or something Apex or whatever it's called.
Yeah, because you remember they're already planning the next set. Like, there's going to be a lot of sets for this game. Pocket.
They can bring out a set every month. They can bring it out in every week. They you know, they've got that many artists. They've got that many ideas. They've got that many Pokemon. They don't care. They're just going to milk it, right?
Do you reckon they'll just go back and do the original Genetic Apex set?
Yeah, they will. I reckon they'll start that because the Genetic Apex is a really good set. You look at it, it's all the Kanto, like it's sick, yeah, right? And they'll do that. They're gonna...
A lot of the art is just from like vintage cards, though. A lot of the like commons and stuff.
Yeah, they've reused like most of the art.
Yeah, but like you know how they do the cool thing where it zooms out and it's like a scene and does all that cool shit. They'll make like the
immersive cards.
Like one of I think the one Watto posted today was like the zoom out of the Zard. Someone's custom done that, so they'll do shit like that. Yeah, like they've got. They're setting themselves up because now in like 5 years' time, when they're like, "Oh, we've got no ideas for a set. Let's do that Genetic Apex thing that was a real big hit 5 years ago." Because that's going to be like another 151. Yeah, they do it all the time. We've said this 1,000 times. Pokemon's the best at bringing out the nostalgia card. Yeah, so why not? They did the Pokemon Go 5 years later. They did like 151. They'll do that in the random of a set. They'll do 20-year celebrations and have like the original 3, you know what I mean? Like they're good at that shit, yeah? So in 5 years time, Genetic Apex, whatever it's called, that gets a set. And we'll all love it because we're like, oh, they were so sick cards. I've been waiting for that.
They'll definitely do something. Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be soon. I guarantee you 5 years minimum. They'll give it like time to cook, yeah? They have to. Otherwise, you know, people will just be like, oh, fuck. You know, if they want people to be buying digital cards, they've got to make the gap bigger. So you keep buying the digital cards. Yeah?
Yeah.
That just sounds like good business in my head. It sounds stupid if you're just going to release it a month later in physical form. You know what I mean? Like,
no, yeah, they'll do something down the line. I don't know what, but they'll do something. They'll bring the two together in some way. Yeah.
No, I'm not on top chat. GG, it's on live chat, brother. It's on live chat. I did want to get into this one though, eh? Did everyone see this okJLUV?
Pullz.
What? Oh yeah, you're already all over it, bro. Did everyone see this? Actually, but first,
yes, sir.
Firstly, I have to give shout out to okJLUV, right? Because this was a pretty bloody good video in terms of like journalistic and like telling the story.
Great.
It was pretty freaking good. So for all those,
so well made, yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know what happened, this is goated Pullz. This guy, look at him. You can tell he's a flog already. Okay, but what he does is he does a online, like we all do on TikTok. It's a rip and ship sort of thing where he does, by the way, lamest fucking name for anything ever, Milky Bags.
Milky Bags?
Milky Bags, right? Like, please.
He says he doesn't know where he gets the name from.
Milking
but then
people.
He goes on about how he's milking everyone. So, like, clearly that's where you got the name from.
I have a quote. I'm pretty good at, like, psychologically, like, milking people for money. Okay? That's the opening to the video, right? That's the kind of guy he is. I'm pretty good at, like, psychologically, like, milking people for money. Like, oh, sounds like a great bloke. Yeah, let's find him over for a barbecue. So how this works is you pay $200 for a mystery bag, and the mystery bag has either a really shit hot slab being like anything from like a Giratina.
A 1 in 3 shot of being awesome.
50. So like, it's 50 bags around. 16 have a big hit in it. And then 34 of them have trash. And by trash, literally $20 cards. And this is US prices, by the way. So $200.
He calls them flaws.
Flaws, right? So proper dog shit. So or they'll have 10 packets in them of crappy Japanese cards.
Yeah, Japanese.
Which is like $2, $3 a pack. $1.50, $2 over there, right? Or you can upgrade them to a couple packs of Evolving Skies, right? That's because, you know, got to mark up. Or if you buy 2 Milky Bags for $200 each, so $400 US, you then, if you pull 2 shit cards, you can then get insurance, which means you get a between $120 to $150 to maybe $200 card. So did I explain that well? Not really.
And you can trade them for that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So
they can trade their 2 crappy flaws for a decent. I can at least get half their money sort of back. Like,
so the insurance slab.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. So you pay $400.
Not even half, like a quarter.
Yeah, so you pay $400 and then you can get insurance and get a slab that's half price. So either way, if he does that, he makes $200 profit off you, if not more. Right? So where he's getting a lot of hate is like, obviously he's a tosser. Like if you watch the video, he doesn't come across very good, right? He's like, what does he say? Oh, people get
I think it's just the way he speaks about the people. Yeah. Well, like the idea is great.
He calls them pigeons. I love that. He's got the balls to say that in front of a camera, in front of people. Like, refers to people as pigeons.
Yeah, like look at what he's saying. Yeah, he's calling people pigeons and then.
I watched it with FME. Great vid. I liked it. Wasn't a hit piece. He just showed the facts, good and bad. Yes, that's why I like this video.
I liked it wasn't
this
a hit
is a
piece,
very good biased video, and I think he did a good job of showing.
Unbiased, just show the facts. Yeah.
But he also explained it really well, because I feel like he explained it better than this guy would have explained it. He's transparent as fuck. People want to spend on that stuff. Love pain, love the punt. He says it's fairer than Pokemon products and was like, fuck, he is correct. So that was the other argument too, right? Because I think you kind of said something like this before, FME, where it's like something like it becomes about money too much. This is a guy who probably doesn't really care about Pokemon. He's found a good business. He's found a good business model. Is it fair? Does it sound good? Does it sound accurate?
I'll play.
Oh, go.
You go.
No, you go.
I was going to say, I'll play devil's advocate here, okay? And I think this is what Watto's trying to say, and I kind of agree with it, right? I agree with multiple parts. I agree with you saying he comes across as a flog, because he does.
Yeah.
And that's completely fine. I think he runs off of that vibe, right?
Yeah.
And even you go back to the controversy of what happened with him on CTR's stream, right? Like there was huge controversy. That's just his character, right? But people seem to love that. So the guy definitely has a huge following when it comes to the people who willingly buy into this. And the part of it that I'm like, I respect is the fact that he's a douche, but he's so in that honesty of what he's doing that it's like, is he really to blame for anything about this? No. If you go and you spend the money, that's you. And coming from someone who's bought a bunch of dumb shit, like you guys know, like the amount of mystery packs that I've ripped, I've got like a graveyard of the tier packs. It's disgusting, right? So if you factored in all the money that I've thrown away for entertainment value, not for like legitimate actually getting packs, it's crazy. It's crazy. So from that side of things, I think that he's what you said, he's a businessman. He's a very smart businessman, right? And he's selling this venom, all of this kind of stuff that people love. And these people that are buying it are probably the same guys that will walk into a casino and just go drop 2K. Do you know what I mean? It's like whatever.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Like when the way he explains it, I'm like, you know what? Personally, I'm not a big fan of the pokies, but damn, do I love the roulette table, And like,
there you go.
What's the difference in that aspect? Like, I think we get sucked in sometimes because there's definitely the people hardcore collectors, people who genuinely love Pokemon for Pokemon, and then there are the people who do love a gamble, and this can appeal to that. Like, and I think we've all done it at some point. Like, rip and ships are gambles. I mean, Pokemon's a gamble as a whole. You buy a box, you might pull a Greninja, you might pull a $15 card, might be the best card you pull, right? It's like we do it to ourselves more than this guy does it to us, right? Like
he has better odds that you're going to get something good than ripping a booster box.
I felt that the only thing I really had a problem with, because I know I feel like the profits are really high. But I guess if that's how he figures it out, and also the profits are high, I guess to a degree, that's how he has all that stock behind him. That's how he can give away Umbreon. Yeah. Because he does another thing where he does bounties, where you buy a box and just say, let's just use Lost Origin for example, and you say, I'm going to pull the Aerodactyl. You pull the Aerodactyl, you get a free Umbreon PSA 10. You know what I mean? So, but you pay extra on the Lost Origin box. So the Lost Origin box is $250, say. You pay $300, $350. So there's always this upsell, It's pure gambling. There's no other way to say it, right? But I don't know. I like the business model. I thought it was pretty clever also too.
It's very clever.
I feel like the insurance thing is the best way to get someone to keep going, right?
Dude, he's just manipulated the rules of a casino to work for him. It's smart. He shares the odds. You know what you're getting. You have insurance to back yourself up. You've got everyone hyping you up. This whole it's definitely what I said in the chat. He's like, I'd rather burn $400 with a guaranteed $200 slab, worst case, than go to the crown and leave crying. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
You got to remember though as well. This is American prices, so when you think about it like that, it's a fuckload of money. It is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the other thing is too, because the worst cards aren't like, so all right, listen. So I don't want to name names, but like there are people who do mystery bags and mystery packs. You buy a series of mystery packs and there might be like 100, right? And FME, I think I know FME knows exactly who I'm talking about right now, but we're not going to say who it is online, right? Because we had this conversation recently. But some people have mystery bags and it might be like $100 a mystery bag, but you don't get $100 of value. You get like $40 of value, right? And unless you hit those big cards, you're pretty pissed off, right? But then there are other people who go, okay, we'll give a mystery bag $50, and at least you try and get $50 worth of value in terms of the packs, and they spread it out. Am I making sense? I'm not making sense right now. I don't think.
No, you are. You are.
Yeah.
And I agree with the Jolie. There are mystery packs I've bought out there that are way bigger scams than this.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like I've done the same thing where I bought a mystery pack and it's been like $100, and you buy it and you go, "There's like $40 of value in this." Like you're really banking on the big cards for people to do that, but like in terms of value, it's not really valuable. Like, and even this guy says there has to be winners and losers. That's how that margin works. Yeah. That's
I think it opens a door for like, and I don't want to have to go down the rabbit hole because I think it's a very hard one to walk the line on, but the unregulated gambling facet of what people are doing here, right? Like, should these people have gaming licenses? It's like RUZZ, right? Like, where's the line?
Well, he's been pulled off. I think he says in his video, he's been pulled off TikTok 3 times. He's had to like change his name 3 times because he's been pulled off because he's actually broken the TikTok gambling rules.
Yeah, he gets
because people all the time. Salty people report him. Yeah,
and like you got to remember that's a big part of it too. People get ripped and then they're like angry, and then sometimes you can be angry at yourself, but you can
like, screw this guy. Yeah. They take it out on the source. Yeah.
And the other thing you got to remember is too, and this is one of those things where like I'm usually of the listen. He is pretty honest. The rules are pretty clear. He tells you the odds. Like, you know what you're getting into.
He's not hiding anything.
When you go to the casino and you play the roulette table, you know the odds aren't in your favor. Like, the roulette table is rigged against, not rigged, but like it's just not in your favor. You play it long enough, you lose all your money. Like, when you know the rules, and then you can't blame the roulette table for your gambling problem, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, you can say no. It does suck. But we've all done it. I've done rip and ships before and dropped a couple of $100 and walked away with a few V's. You know, like, we've all done it. Like,
you can't sue the casino when you go bankrupt. Like, it's just,
That's kind of the thing. I think...
What are you trying to say?
I think it's just because, like, this video especially, like, does not do him justice. Like, he comes across like a fuckwit, like, straight up. But the other thing is that people are complaining about, like, they think a lot of his videos are fake. Yeah, that's right. It's him calling the pigeon. Like, he's
selling videos and that kind of stuff. The one where he sells like a bunch of Giratina PSA 10s.
Yeah, where he's buying. Yeah, and people are saying they're set up, which I think they probably are to a degree.
And not set up.
You don't reckon they're set up?
Nah, they're him,
man.
Well,
I've talked to Arvin enough times that he's like, he's very legit.
When
like, he's doing everything.
When you go to a convention with 20, 30 Giratina, like, you're going there to make content. He knows he's not going to sell 20, 30 Giratinas, He knows that's a fucking
He just buys them. He doesn't sell them there.
No. You've seen that video.
This is the easiest way for him to make his,
like... The big video you've seen, right, is him with the Giratina, the 20 Giratina.
He sells 40k worth of Giratina. He sells 40k worth of PSA 10 Giratinas in that video.
Yeah, he knows that's a viral moment. He knows that's a fucking thing. Like, there is part of it where
he sells them.
It's good marketing.
Doesn't he buy them?
He buys a lot of stuff, but in the video that I think Jolie's talking about, I saw a short where he sells like close to 30 PSA 10 Giratinas or something.
Yeah, and he's putting them all down on the table. Yeah, you've seen that one, But that's
I thought he was saying he bought them all from somewhere.
But that's part of a show too. That's part of the. He knows that's a viral moment. He knows that's a video. He knows that's a clip. He knows that's going to piss people off. He knows that's a flex. Like, that is.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe he did sell them, But that's the smallest part of that video. The rest of it is the staged act part, I guess you would say. Like, he knows what he's doing. He might be a smart guy.
He does.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
He actually is a smart guy who also is a fuckhead, you know, or comes across as a dickhead. He's obviously clearly smart. He's got a good system. I like it. Get me in. Hook me up, brother. Go to Pullz, Jolly Chamber. Hook me up. I like you. This isn't. I'm not bragging you. Your hair looks good. Nah. But
yeah, so I've known him for what, like 3 years now.
oh,
'cause he
you
used to
know
jump
Ghost
in
and
my-
Pullz?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking! Why didn't you open with that?
Well, you've been yapping for the last like
I just
20 minutes.
ripped your
so I was
mate.
like,
I just like ripped on your mate for 20 minutes, mate. Like,
I wouldn't call him my mate, but yeah. So he used to like jump
Oh, so
in
he's not
my
your friend.
streams and well, like acquaintances in the Pokemon space. Like, so you jump in Julian or okJLUVs and like my streams, and like he's been dropping bans of like donations for ages.
Yeah.
So he was pretty cashed
wow.
up before he like started doing this.
Is this another one of
but
those
yeah.
guys that? Do you know this for a fact that he's another one of those guys who had money going into it?
Yeah. He's
So he was
been
already just a
loaded
dude
for
who-
yeah.
Yeah, and he's just
So
found a niche.
he's been in business for like a long time, like well at least like before all of this happened. But like his streams before he started doing like the milky bags would like he would have maybe like 20 people in there like just doing normal rip and chips. And the moment that he started doing all of this stuff, it's just like amped up. So
Loaded.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's like how I know like all of the things that he's doing is like legit, and he's the standard business model that he does. Yeah, just like buy low, and then you can just sell at like the 15% that you just cut off from somebody else. Like, so in all the coin flip videos that you see him doing where he's buying stuff, he'll go to like all the shows. He'll be like, "I'll buy it for you, like just so you can cash out. I'll buy it at 85%," and then he just sells at the 100 by putting the value in this milky bag thing.
well, if
Because he knows, like, you don't have to like sell them individually, because you know that this is what they're worth, and I can just flog them off in here and just make that 15%, and then repeat it over and over and over again.
yeah, and I guess in a sense, like when you say like that, it's kind of like the same as when people have like you know, like stores do it all the time. You know, like I've got a bunch of PSA 9s and 8 slabs I can't sell, and they end up in mystery bags just to like get rid of.
Yeah, you go to any card store, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's similar to that.
if you're
right?
buying it and you want to
Yeah.
cash out, he'll buy it, he'll take it for a cut because he knows that this is how I get rid of all my stock. It's like I, do the same thing with my business. Like for my mystery boxes, I'm like, the easiest way is for me to buy slabs that I like. The PSA 10s, they're worth $45. I'm like, I'll buy them for $35 off you. That $10 then goes into the value of my mystery boxes, and that's how I try to keep it as fair as possible, because I'm like, I make the money there by buying them cheap, and then everybody that opens them up's like, well, that's the value in there. It's going to be a $45 slab, but I'm happy that I made the $10 off it. So it's the same sort of thing. But the easiest way to acquire slabs for him is by going to all these shows. Like, that's why I think in the video he mentions that I don't grade anything myself.
Yeah, no.
Takes too long, too much risk. I let other people do all of that, cop all that risk, and then I just go cash them out.
Well,
And he's got enough capital to do it.
with this, right, he only does 50 bags a round, yeah? And there's only 16 big hitters. And if you do $200 times 50, it's like $10,000, right?
Yeah.
So he knows he's got $10,000 to play with, which is actually a fuckload for 50 mystery bags. Yeah? So you can afford to put like an Umbreon, Latios, PSA 10 tag. You know what I mean? Like, you can afford to do some big ones in there. Because I think he even said some of the big ones are only like 250 as well, yeah? They're like 250, 300. Then there's really big ones in there.
Yeah.
So he's probably making like a few K, probably still 2 to 3K.
Yeah, well, he's
profit,
making at least 15% on each of those. Like, out of that 10,000, he's making at least 15% of it. So,
yeah.
like, every single round. And if you're doing 3 a night, you're like, well, that's $3,500 profit.
Yeah.
Oh, $4,500 profit if you go through 3 rounds. It's like, he knows where his margins are at, and he can just repeat the cycle over and over and over again.
And I guess with the insurance thing too, you keep the shitty slabs. You don't have to post the shitty slabs. You give them the 150 slab, which you've already made $200 profit off anyway. So you're never really losing. His business model's pretty good. Like, there's no real lose from his aspect, because I'll give away like 3 slabs worth, $3,000-$4,000 each. It doesn't matter, because I got $6,000 worth of leeway that I know that I'm just going to make back anyway from people doing the insurance thing. And
It's the same as any other business. It's like, I mean, Pokemon cards in general is always like a grey area. It's just how far does he look to stretch the general gambling grey area to this is where we're at. 7-figure Pokemon card casino.
7-figure Pokemon card casino, yeah. I feel like now that JLUV's done this video, I think you'll see a lot more of this now. I think this guy's like really done. JLUV's done a great video. JLUV, like, shout out to okJLUV.
There'll be people trying to copy this. There 100%. There'll be someone trying to.
I straight away got the fuck, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. But anyway, you know that LCMT guy? What is his name? LMCT Lambo guy from the block, yeah. Adrian.
Oh, the guy that gives away $1 million giveaways and stuff.
So did everyone watch the block last night? He bought all 5 houses. Yeah. And he's giving.
Really? I didn't watch it. That's crazy.
I didn't watch it.
That's why. Sorry, actually, FME. That's why I wasn't. I was late to my live stream here. I was watching.
In your own premiere. That's
sorry,
right.
Brother.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. So like, everyone's. So he's got a good business model. It's you buy tickets, you get the cars, you get the bikes, you get the houses. It's a pretty simple business model, yeah. Dude, since he first blew up on the block, you see 1,000 of those every day, new ones every day, just coming out, like trying to copy him, like 100%. Right, it's bad. This guy just reminds me of the Pokemon version of that guy, right? Like, it's straight up. He's got it figured out. He's got the
he's doing raffles and he's giving away like $1 million and stuff. That guy, isn't he? So
yeah, like every day.
He's obviously got his margin.
Yeah, but he's figured it out too. Yeah, he gets sponsors, he gets deals.
That's crazy.
You know, like, it makes the value of you buying a ticket worth it, yeah? And you've seen Aussies try and replicate that, and like there's a few TCG, fuck, I'm gonna get some hate for this. There's a few TCG ones trying to do it now, and it kind of doesn't work because the niche is too small. People would rather win a car than win a fucking PSA 10, whatever the fuck you got, you know?
Yeah. Look at it this way. I think there's so many people out there, regardless of what it is, Pokemon, like that guy you've just mentioned, that want to find something that they can get and acquire at 70% to 85% of market, like Pokelotto said, and then flip it for minimum 100% of market, right? Probably all the way up to like 120% of market.
He definitely does that. He sells it for, yeah.
And that's all they're doing, right? And now people are using social followings to accelerate that process that normally would have been slow for a lot of people. And it's like, goes all the way back to the traditional sense of someone who owns like a brick and mortar store, right? Like if they have the funds, they'll go out and they'll say, we're buying whole collections, right? We'll buy your collection, 200K collection. We'll give you 70% of market for your 200K collection. Then they piece it out across their store and then they sell it for market, right? So then they make that money. But now people are accelerating that and doing it in creative different ways. Some bending the rules, some not bending the rules, like this, right? Like it's just, you know, as what I said in the chat, get rich or die trying, right?
Yeah. No, I don't. Trust me. I respect the hustle, right? And I feel like kind of what you said.
Jolly, I agree with also not respecting it, by the way. I'm not saying I like it. Like,
yeah. I think like Pokemon, like you say, I've never really thought of it until you said it. Like, it is a mad grey area, right? Like, because in my head, like, I've just also thought, like I said before, I feel like it's going to be real money in a few years' time when real money goes away. Collectibles will be a real thing. And then at the same time, I'm like, but we gamble for it like real money as well, with real money. You know, like it's...
Yeah. Where's real money going? Is real money going away?
Oh, yeah, fucking... Yeah, like... Well, look at all the stock he's got here, yeah? Like, he's got... How many... Like, they're all Giratinas, PSA 10s. And then the Latios, you know? So he's buying real stock. He's cashing up. So... I guess even just that as a
not here to
flex...
fuck spiders.
What was that?
He's not here to fuck spiders.
Yeah, like he's here to make money. I think
it's like I always tell everyone. I'm like I always tell everyone I'm cash poor, Pokemon card rich.
Yeah, like... that's a real thing. That's a T-shirt idea for you, right there, bro. Like that's cash poor, Pokemon rich, just like a Squirtle with a gold chain and sunnies on. Yeah. Dibs, copyright Joel the Chamber. What was it saying? Fuck. Yeah, I think it's just Pokemon. The more you get into it like this, it's just, you know, like Pokemon is kind of.
What are you on now? Oh, what was that?
Same video, but I think he was talking about how, like, what's the difference between me.
Oh, he's talking about the scalpers and that.
Scalpers, like, you know, which we talked about before, which is also pretty fucking gross. Yeah, I think it's because you get people who like love Pokemon for what it is and the hobby and collecting and all that, and then there's guys who are just like this guy probably just wants to make cash, which is probably all right too. Yeah, do whatever you want. Yeah, you know, if people know they're gonna spend, like, I'll use another example as well. You guys know Boss Collectibles. He did a high roller tower once, yeah, and it was similar to this, where it was like he messaged everyone beforehand individually in a group chat saying, "Hey, listen, there's 20 spots or 30 spots. These are the top prizes, and these are all the other ones in between." Yeah, he's like, people are gonna get some pretty fucking good deals. Some people might get not so good deals, right? But that's how the money works out. And he didn't make a lot of profit from that either. Like, I know that for a fact, yeah. But it was like, some people, I walked away with a Hidden Fates ETB. So I was fucking stoked, yeah. But it was like $150, $200 a spot, right? But some guys walked away with less. Some guys walked away with some gangster, like $1,000 cards, yeah. Because you got to try and match that value, right? So someone has to lose. But it's fun. Everyone entered. He sold it out. And then still after the fact, people were complaining and bitching about it, right? And it's like, but you knew there was a chance you were going to end up.
It's the nature of it.
You knew
someone has to lose or they don't make any money.
Yeah, like, right. And that's why you entered, because you thought in your head $200 was going to buy you a $1,000 PSA 10, fucking whatever he had at the time, whatever the #1 prize. It was sick, yeah. You know, or you could, like, I was lucky. I got my money back. I got like a Hidden Fates ETB, yeah. But I was like panicking too, yeah. I was like watching the wheel spin. I'm like, holy fuck, Jesus, what have I done? My missus is gonna kill me. Like, but we all do it.
I mean, at the end, at the end of the day, it's like, it's pretty much always going to be personal preference. Like in the hobby, like Nug said in the chat, he's like, oh, if I was going to buy was like $400, I may as well just buy like a $400 slab. And it's like, well, this kind of business model is obviously just not for you. You don't have to partake in it. So I think as a whole, like the video was like a good informational look at something that is going on in the hobby. If you don't like it, just don't partake in it. Like personally, I hate like RUZZs and stuff that people do on Facebook. Like that's just gambling with extra steps. And then it's like, well, but if you're going to be opening packs, like that's also technically gray area gambling. So it's like, however you want to enjoy it, like you can do that. But if you just want to buy singles and get the money that you're putting into it, buy singles. Like just do what you want to do and move on, I guess, is really like the moral of the story, I think.
That's the thing.
Something like this.
It can be a hobby where you're collecting. It can be a gamble. It can be a show. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is, you know, I don't know. It's Pokemon is such a weird.
There's lots of different ways to enjoy it, and it's like.
Well, that's what I was
people get their dopamine hits different ways.
Well, that's what I was asking you before, because you do rip and ships. Like, you know, people, like, even when I first got into the hobby, it was like, why would anyone pay someone else to rip your cards? That seems, you know, that's a weird thing.
It's all about the community. Like, I get people asking me this at, like, in my day-to-day life. It's like, why, like, older people who I work with who don't understand, it's like, why do they pay you to do it on live stream when they can just do it themselves? And it's like, well, a lot of people don't want to sit at home by themselves opening packs and have no one to celebrate with if they get something good.
Yeah.
And so, and they come and they find this community of people that will all celebrate with them. They get to see it happen on a screen. Everyone gets to celebrate together. And I think that's a huge part of it for a lot of them.
I think a lot of the time,
having that community.
I think a lot of the time too, probably look at it through we probably look at it through, like, in terms of, we like to rip our own shit because we make content out of it. So to us, it kind of is like, oh, why the fuck would I pay you to rip my shit? You know, because we look at it like that, where most people don't have YouTube channels, but they still love Pokemon. So they were just like, like you say, the community, you watch someone rip it. It's kind of fun. Like, I dropped so much money on Boss Collectibles when I first found Boss Collectibles, like, I was like, fuck yeah, you can win slabs, win boxes, you know, and it is a gamble. You know, some nights you don't go home with much, and then other days you go home with, like, I went home with a first edition BGS 9 Zard, Dark Charizard, yeah? You know, like, shit like that. Like, some days you win, some days you lose. But it is fun. It's just sick being, like, in the group.
It's the fun,
talking
it's
shit,
fun.
You know, watching the
being there
spin,
with the other people.
Watching the duckies go, watching the wheel spin, that's gross.
Yeah. Not the duckies.
Like, even when someone does badly, they get nothing good from their packs in a rip and ship, and they're there with the people that in their community, and like you can joke about it, like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm got no luck tonight, or blah blah blah, and then and then when they finally get their luck, everyone's like, oh, your luck's turned, and it's like it's about the banter, the back and forth, and all that in the community setting, and it's like it's all part of it.
Do you ever feel bad when people pay you money they don't get nothing, or you're just like, are you like that guy? You're like, oh, it's got to be winners, got to be losers. That's capitalism.
No, I'm still at the stage where I feel bad enough that I give them like consolation from my stack of hits, so no one goes home empty-handed.
Oh, yeah, that's
I give them something, yeah.
like
I don't feel I feel bad giving that.
That keeps them buying, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
That's the
keeps them in the
insurance. That's the
cycle.
insurance. Yeah. You're this guy, Adzi. Fuck.
A stack of hits goes off.
Yeah.
I'm this on a much smaller scale.
I guess it is all the same, eh? Like, I feel like it's just
People love my stack of hits.
I feel like it's just the amount of profit he makes that makes it sound worse. Like,
yeah,
because it's American dollars too. You gotta remember that. Like, it's a fuckload of cash. Like,
yeah, and I don't call people pigeons and whales and all that sort of stuff. So.
Yeah, I guess that's true, eh? Yeah, like
I think it's just the arrogance in the way that he delivers it gets a lot of people offside, but it also gets him a lot of fans.
Yeah.
So
dude, I'm telling you, like we've all seen social media. We all know how it works, right? If it didn't work, then that fucking Cash Me Outside chick from Dr. Phil would never have had a career 15 minutes later, right?
Yeah.
But she does, you know, like Hoktour girl has a career now. Like we like the stupid people in our society for some reason keep getting to the top, yeah? Like how? It's not fair, right? But like someone did that meme the other day. Someone was like, I'm like struggling to like buy Pokemon boxes, and some girl said Hoktour is now set for life or some shit, like, you know. I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, man. If people didn't like this type of personality, the Kardashians wouldn't be famous.
100%, right? It works. So he's probably done this video. Like I'm just figuring out now. The wheels just clicked in my head now, yeah? This probably does way better for him now than I'm sitting here going, you look like a tosser. But it's not. Sorry to rip on you, mate.
Yeah, how many customers has he got from this?
I bet you 100% this video has done how many views? Fucking... Oh, fuck!
I got 2 Milky Packs in tomorrow night.
Yeah, but lock it in, brother. Where's the views? I'm blind. Where's the views?
Left side under
23K views.
23K.
Right? I'm telling you, like 500 people out of that, like, are in his next one tomorrow. Yeah. You know. We're just jealous we didn't do it first. That's it, isn't it? That's it. That's all it is.
No, I respect him, man. Like, whether or not you like him.
Yeah.
I think he's figured out a good model. I just thought the 200 is so much money. Like, if it was 100 and 100, like, just say you halve the price, in my head I could probably comfortably like sit with that.
Golly. Look at iconic mystery bags if you think 200's bad.
Yeah.
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 200 ain't too
Definitely
bad,
worse
honestly.
eggs.
You know
out there.
what? Now that I say that, right, like I've ripped a $250 UPC and pulled one Venusaur EX and
that's what he says.
Yeah.
He goes,
Could have
There you
got
go.
insurance
Buy a
on
booster
that. Just
box.
grab some Milky bags.
Yeah. Fuck. Here we
Yeah.
go. Anyway, you'll see me in his live tomorrow night.
Like when you go
dropping
hard on booster boxes for a set.
Well, that was when I was talking to Gabe, and it really like blew my mind. I go, how much is like a booster box for Evolutions, yeah? And he's like, oh, it's like 1,000 to 1,200 now, yeah, like in that range, yeah. But how much is a master set? And he's like, oh, $600-700, eh? You know, it's like, well, there you go. That's like the worst gamble ever. Like that's the worst gamble you can have. If you can buy
PSA
literally every single card in that.
Yeah, you're paying for the PSA 10. Yeah.
Yeah, but the potential,
$3,000
the potential PSA 10,
Potential. Yeah.
the card.
So you've
like
got
with
the
any
gamble
box.
of will I get a Charizard, and then you've got the gamble of on top of that of will it be a PSA 10.
What's a PSA 10 Evolutions card worth?
3.5k-ish.
Charizard.
No, they're
It's
not.
got like
You're mental.
yeah, it's got like a 450 pop out of like 50,000 graded. So the odds of you getting one.
Mental.
I'm not capping,
low,
Jolie.
yeah.
I'm not
You're
capping.
capping hard.
Go on to the PSA. I'll open up the
I'm
PSA
literally
pop
right here,
report
right now, brother. What am I?
PSA pop.
Charizard. What's it called?
XY Evolutions Charizard.
Evo. Fuck, my Slizzdex
There's
is hitting in hard.
345,000 Evolutions cards graded in total. It's
Charizard
card number
Evolutions.
11 or... No, 17? No, yeah, it is 11. Yeah, Holo Charizard from the set has...
Is that one right there?
Trolling pre-release.
Mate, you're mental. It's
Yeah.
$215. Oh, that's a bit.
No, use your eyes. There's been 39,000
It is so not that
XY
expensive.
Evolutions Charizards graded total, and only 550 of them have got a 10.
You're mental.
So,
There's no way.
like,
it's so
what's
expensive.
the ratio on that? Like 1 in 80? You got a 1 in 80 chance of getting a PSA 10 on your XY Evo Zard.
Oh god.
And when you're
That's
only
why it's
pulling
so
maybe
expensive,
one out of a box.
All right. I apologize. I take back everything I said. I was under the impression this was like a $600 card at max. You know, and now I feel offended
Nah.
and stupid.
That
it
the
really
box
that
wouldn't be
expensive?
that expensive if that was the case.
It's still dumb.
Yeah, like
It's still like
It's still
like,
an incredibly,
single card
incredibly
in that
huge
set,
gamble. Yeah.
every single card in that set you can buy in a nice binder is cheaper than buying one box and potentially getting the cards.
yeah, but you think about that with like
Yeah.
a base set booster box, like the Charizard card that you might get out of that. What Raw's like $700? It's like
Yeah.
a $20,000 box.
Yeah. it's
PSA
true.
10s of that even aren't even like what they're like 10 to 15K, maybe not even
15 to
that.
20 now.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
wow.
15 to
pull-
20. So it's like you have to get the 10 on that out of the $20,000 gamble.
Yeah, and a Venusaur.
It's kind of a rule
and
of thumb for all the
Blastoise.
boxes. Is the chase from a lot of sets is the value in a PSA 10 of what the box is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's like evolving skies now, yeah, because that's over.
Yep.
That's nearly 11.
That's very similar.
Yep. But that also has like 20 other cards in it that are like over 100, 200.
No, of course. Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're not going to
Yeah,
pull in
it's
a
got
box
other
anyway.
value.
We all
Yeah.
know that that's like you're only going to pull one maybe out of a box, you know, because you know the odds are still ridiculous, yeah. So it is still,
Yeah.
It's just gambling. Listen, we try to say it's collecting. It's all gambling. We're all degenerates.
Yeah.
You know, it's easier just to tell just easier to tell our missus that hey,
You're
I'm
paying for the
collecting
fun.
Pokemon cards. I'm not going to the casino. That's all it is. It's as simple as that.
You're paying for
Yeah.
entertainment value when it
Just-
comes down to it. No different to going to the cinemas and
Yeah.
watching a movie.
Are you trying to say?
100%. You're paying to have fun,
Are you sure?
entertainment.
But the Joker 2 was such a great film.
Oh god, I haven't seen it. But I've heard really bad things.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't
Did
seen it
anybody
either.
see that? I don't think anybody saw the film.
I feel
Yeah.
like the actual hype around how
It's
bad
already
that movie
on
was
streaming.
actually worked. Yeah, like yeah, I was watching
It's already, you can already watch it on streaming.
I was watching
That's never a good sign.
I was watching Tim Dillon
No.
and Joe Rogan today because he was in the movie and he was saying apparently people while they were filming it were going, this movie's gonna bomb. Like it's bad. They were saying it while they were filming it how bad it was.
Well, someone like was doing lip reading at some sort of press thing, and apparently, Joaquin Phoenix was saying to Lady Gaga, like, "This is bad." Like,
Oh really? Yeah.
He just turns to her, yeah.
Well,
Like, this is really bad, and they like got him lip read him saying that.
the first movie was really good. Did you guys see the first movie?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It was great, right? Like,
Yeah, it should
General
never
con-
had anything else.
general consensus is the first movie was a really great movie, and everyone was like, "But why did you make it a musical? Whose idea was that? Who greenlit that?"
Apparently Joaquin had a dream, and he was like, "We're making it.
Joaquin's taking.
Let's make it
the
happen."
piss. Joaquin is taking the piss. Watto's written about 50 things in the chat. Stop bagging his
keeping you-
mate.
What I said, that
Sorry,
the
Pokemon
Penguin
Watto.
series finale was today, and it was amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
don't ruin it for me. I
The
still got to
Penguin
watch
is
it.
100%
Watto's been
the
hyping that
show
to me as
of
well.
this year.
Watto's been hyping that to me
Yeah.
as well, so I've got to get on that as well. Bit of fun.
Yeah,
It's just the rush.
100%. I think I mentioned it last live stream.
Yeah, loves it. Loves the Penguin.
Yeah.
If you want to vomit in prices,
great.
Jolie, look at the pre-release staff version of that card.
Oh yes.
Was it pre-release?
Oh, yeah.
How many of those do you have? Pre-release.
Don't do it, Jolly.
And
Don't
if any-
do it.
Evolutions. Evol.
You're just
PSA
gonna
10.
get mad.
Yeah, you're just gonna get angry.
Why? I'm actually blown away. No, pre-releases I get why they're expensive because they're way more rarer. That's a 9.
Yeah, but the staff one is
Staff
even
one
more.
is ridiculous.
Is this not the staff one?
Nah.
There's the normal. It's just
pre-release.
got the staff stamp on the left.
That's
Yeah,
too
there's
fair.
only a 38 pop of the Charizard pre-release staff.
Not popular.
And
Is
that's
there any
only
even on there?
527.
This is cardboard, mate. No.
None of them are the staff ones.
Nah. Would they be pretty rare in
No.
Australia? Because they were in America, weren't they?
Yeah. Nah, they're pretty rare.
Yeah.
I think there's one up
What's
to
one of
30
them
grand
going
at the
for?
moment.
What was that, sorry?
30 grand.
Yeah.
Are people buying them? People buy him, mate. People buy him, mate.
Well, if it's a Charizard,
Mr.
only got a
Milky Bags
38
buys them.
pop.
Mr. Milky
There you
Bags
go.
buys
There you
them.
go. Bottom left.
That one?
King Gary's got a couple.
30,000. Jesus Christ. Let me just fix it up for you, boys. That's disgusting. That stuff. It says stuff.
He's hyping up the pop. It says pop 39. PSA says pop 38.
He's undercutting himself.
He's undercutting.
Oh god.
Oh,
It's actually a good deal. He's like,
Get it?
yeah.
it's actually 25 US.
What is right? What I wrote? Why is staff stamps even cool? And I agree. SCHWARZ has entered the chat. Welcome in, brother.
Yeah. They're exclusive and people pay extra for that.
Yeah, Brody likes the staff ones, and a couple of people like the staff ones.
Because stuff are really rare, I think.
He
It's
bought,
just
he
a
bought
rare, cool
my,
extra.
my staff ones because I do judging as well.
That's
so-
right. Yeah, he said he bought them off you. That's right,
Yeah.
for Twilight Masquerade. Yeah.
Far out. No, I
I don't want to
cool.
feel like an employee while looking at my Charizard.
What?
What I wrote in the chat, I don't want to look like an employee.
Oh god. How deep in the do you go into that? Like in terms of got to catch them all? Do you go for all the EB Games promos? Like how deep do you go into that?
Me personally, not at all.
No. Just you, Adzi? No.
I try to get one of each promo when they come out, but I don't put them in the binder. I just leave them sealed and put them all together,
Yeah.
just so I have them. Yeah, I'm not fussed with Master Plus sets anymore. I just like complete sets with as much as I can get, and that does me fine.
Yeah.
As long as I've got like one of every artwork in a binder, then I'm pretty happy with that.
Fuck.
You drive yourself mad trying to get those Master Plus sets with there's like 13 variants of a certain bloody common
Stress
card or
West.
something. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Drop out
tried
a
to
new
do it for
promo,
Scarlet
and then
Vice
you
base.
Change the binder.
Yeah.
Or was
Yeah.
I think it
I
was
tried once when Scarlet Violet first started. And I think SCHWARZ did too. And like it was just like,
Lechonks?
nah, we can't do this. There was like 15 Lechonks,
Yeah,
and it's
I
just
know.
like, nah, I can't.
I think I saw SCHWARZ building that binder actually. Had a bunch of chunks, and I'm like, this is too much effort. This is too much.
It's
work
ridiculous. Yeah.
To like, you just,
Yeah, and no one's gonna care. Like, if you want to sell a master set, you don't need all those. Like, you just need one of every just the reverse hollow and the normal, and that's fine. Like,
yeah. What about you, Pokelotto?
Yeah.
Do you get into the stamp cards, all this shit?
I mean, they've got the prize packs, which you get for playing. So they have the little play logo on them. I
Yeah.
vibe with those. But
Yeah.
I mean, they're always just like cards no one's going to care about, like at least in the collector space. But honestly, though, I've been sending a lot of them off to PSA because some of them have got 0 pops in PSA 10s and go for like $400. So,
Really?
I mean, if you see anybody posting like Facebook listings of prize pack cards, and especially of the Pokemon specifically, like it might be worth just buying them and send them off to PSA if they look clean, because no one's grading them and they're selling for like $200+ because of their pop ones.
Yeah.
So that's been my play at the moment.
Like, yeah.
Have you heard about the Japanese OG like trainer trophy cards?
Yeah.
is that what you just posted in the chat?
Yeah, so Jolly, that's my dream. You never know. I always ask. I'm a Mewtwo lover, right? But that's my dream.
What are you?
I
Where are you
think there's,
posting
like,
this?
Oh, bro.
It's just in the Discord chat. I just sent a link. So if you want to talk about like dream binders and like that type of stuff, that's what I would love. If it's not too hard for you to pull up, sorry.
I think it is too hard for me to pull up because it's on a different screen.
That's all right. That's all right. You can Google Mewtwo trophy
If you-
card and it might come up. But
Yeah. If you visit the site and just move the tab over into your current, I don't know if it opens up.
no, that's too difficult. No stress. All it is just like a 1999. Like there's only probably I don't even know how many of them they would have given out. Probably like 6.
No, I can't. Can you drop the link in the? I'll drop the link in the YouTube chat.
Can I do that?
Yep. If you drop the link in the YouTube chat, I can open it. Because it's saying if I do it on the Discord, it leaves Discord, so then all our faces will fly around.
I popped in the chat.
Mad Dog.
That for me is a dream card, but it's unrealistic. Like it's never gonna happen.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like not even if you've got the capital. Sometimes it's whether there's actually one available.
No one's going to sell it. It's pop
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Wow.
Did you drop it in the chat?
I think so. Unless it blocked it because it's a link.
It might have blocked it. Yeah, if you're not a mod, it might be funky.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You should be able to. Yeah, it's a Mewtwo with a medal next to it that says.
I'm gonna find it.
Hang on, I'll post it.
Secret
One
Super
sec.
Battle.
Oh, because you're a mod.
I'm a mod.
You're
yeah.
the guy. You're the
I'm
hero.
actually used the ability.
The ability.
The first time in my
Ah,
modding on your channel, I
There
keep
it
doing
is.
something.
there we go. This one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
90k.
Yeah, it's US.
Oh, it's just a cheeky. Oh my god.
So well over 100k in Australia.
Wow.
But as Pokelotto said, like, you're not finding it. The one guy who has that PSA 10 right now, he's not selling
He
it.
will die with it.
Yeah,
Is that
100%.
a 101? Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
top
think there's
one.
only ever been 6 graded and only 1 is a PSA 10.
god damn. Is there any Pokemon cards that's just
That'll just
one?
get passed down through generations in his family.
Yeah.
There's a couple of one-offs,
He's-
like
no.
the Post Malone, Katy Perry ones that they did for the 25th anniversary. Those are all like single copy cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's not many that have fewer than one, or like near one of each.
Yeah.
And even if
Alright.
there are, there'll probably be some like alpha print runs that will eventually come out that someone's holding on to from the design team. Like Old Mate that dropped all of the
sheets.
sheets. Like,
Yeah.
well, that was pretty recently as well. So
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
What was that? Like I didn't say.
oh man, I just like
You haven't seen that?
crazy
That's
stuff
full-on.
that dropped.
Yeah.
Absolute crazy cards.
People got money.
Like I don't know what you'd do to search it, but like there were like all these alpha sheets and stuff of different card. Was he a WotC employee? Was he?
Yeah.
No, there was yeah.
I believe it was
Yeah.
X. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was like directly him.
Yeah, but he's got all like this vintage stuff and all these like test prints, which I think he made a major misplay by just like dumping it all on the market in one go.
yeah.
Because there was just so many random things that were up, and I was like, if he trickled this out over like 5 years, just dropping one of these like alpha cards like every couple of weeks, like he would have been cashing. But yeah, he just like
Just wants
Dropped
to cash
way
it
too
on.
many
all-
at the same time. Yeah.
yeah, he like sent them all to like an auction house, and they all just like went, and they were going for like a couple thousand, which yeah, if you trickled them out, they could have been worth. Like the Charizard ones, that they had like 2 cards on it, 1 card on the front, 1 card on the back,
I gotta find.
and you
these.
could get like cool combinations of like there was a Mewtwo on one side, Charizard on the back
Oh.
or something. And
so
yeah, it's
cool.
sold for like $8,000.
What are
Like
they
if
called?
you
I
had
want to
just,
Google them. I gotta see them. What are they
I
called?
think that'd be
Uncut
like
Pokemon sheets.
yeah, and
but yeah.
I think it would be the alpha. Alpha
Pokemon Sheets
so-
Alpha. Is that what I'm typing in?
I'm trying to find it.
Alpha Pokemon.
Yeah, it would have been like maybe 2 months ago that it was all popping off.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy who made a
Auction
video
sees
3 months
record
ago on
prices
it.
for Magic and Pokemon uncut sheet. All right, here we go. Was this like Magic and Pokemon on the same sheet? Is that a thing that's?
Yeah, well, it's
There
all
was-
WotC, so Wizards does
Yeah.
Magic. So, but
There's
there
some
was
crazy
like more.
errors
Yeah,
of those.
yeah, because like the OG Blastoise with the Magic the Gathering back is like one of the
Yeah.
most famous
Ah.
ones.
One of the most expensive error cards, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Oh, is that this one down here? The Blastoise.
yeah. So that's got a Magic the Gathering logo on the back of it, but that's like
and it's
the
like legit
uncut
from the
sheet of it.
factory, yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty rad. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. I'll send this in the Discord and then you can copy it across or someone can copy it into the chat.
Oh yeah, Adzi has to copy it because otherwise it'll fuck up on my end.
I think if
I'm
you
on
just,
it.
I don't know if it's the same sheets, but there's an absolute ton in this video. I think they are.
Drop a link like it's hot, Adzi.
I'm on it.
I'll make you a mod.
Finally, a useful mod.
Nah, so good.
I am a mod.
No, I'll make
Oh.
Foundmyexit a mod also. So then I'm just like, wait a minute, why
Oh.
are we doing this? Why are we
No, because I'm actually being useful. It's fine.
Adsy, can you put this in the chat too? This is a list of all of the actual like alpha ones, which are like the OG testing arts for
Yeah, they're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
design.
Cool.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a better look at
Holy
what's...
shit! So that guy's got all that just sitting there, and they're all just uncut sheets.
Yeah.
It's just these people make me sick with this much money. What the fuck? I want that spread. That looks mad as. I want some biscuits. So who are these blokes? Just like hustlers? How much is an uncut sheet
with
worth
cash
these
to
days?
burn.
How much is an uncut sheet?
Depends,
worth these-
depends on the sheet.
Well, first edition with the Zard there, eh?
That would be a
100K,
very
80.
expensive sheet.
Yeah. More?
10k, 20k.
No, hundreds.
Yeah, it's like... Because, like, it's always under the impression that at some point somebody might cut the cards out, which is a NFC, the non-factory cut. So...
Hypothetical, can you do that? Can you cut them out?
Yeah,
Is that
people do. Yeah, people do that on the sheets.
No, really?
So yeah,
Well,
NFC. An NFC is the non-factory cut where people cut out these sheets and they like will cut. Most of the time, people cut them in like crazy error patterns
Oh,
because
just
they're
sell
like,
them as
oh,
the
it'll look
off-cut
as an error
LCs.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. It's just more market manipulation, eh?
Do they have to like announce that it's like not officially that they've cut it, or can they just pretend like it's?
Well, I
legit
know
factory
CGC will. Yeah, CGC will like market as an NFC, but like I'm in a couple of like
Yeah.
the error groups, and most people will be like, yeah, this is an NFC. But I think it's just because
just
people
know,
know what they're
yeah.
talking about, they can tell that that's a non-factory cut.
Yeah.
How do people end
Right.
up with these? How do these get out in the open? Because you don't like you see all
Well,
these old
no.
Watsy ones, right? But you never see any modern day ones, do you?
I think it's
Is anyone
because
rocking
like
around with
this was
Scarlet and Violet?
yeah, this was Wizards of the Coast era. So Wizards of the Coast is obviously like separate from Pokemon.
Yeah.
So these would have been easier for like average Joe to get a hold of, but now it's all done in house.
Yeah.
It would definitely be like
Mm.
way more under wraps than what it is back when it's
They wouldn't let shit
Like,
like this slip out.
Gary
yeah?
from
Then you have-
Distro can grab his hands on like 3 sheets of base set.
Yeah.
When someone does, you have the scenario of all the alt arts that was stolen, right, from Fusion and from Evolving.
Did they ever get to the bottom of that?
Yeah.
Like, where did they?
Yeah, they found it. The guy was tied back to like a guy who worked in one of the factories and
Just kept-
stole a bunch of.
They always
alt
find
art.
them.
Yeah. Well, that guy kind of did the same
Pokemon
thing as what you just said
on the
before, where
case.
he sold everything at
Yeah,
once.
he did not
Like,
trickle those.
He didn't
He-
trickle it at all. He's like, oh, I've got like 400 fucking rainbow Mewtwo's. Like,
And had them all stacked in the dumbest way. Like,
Yeah.
be smart if you're gonna do
he
it.
could have sold those. He could have like retired just selling that shit, like a few of them cards every week. Yeah, just like never
He
had.
walked into a random different Pokemon store for the next like one a day for the next like year of his
Yeah.
life, just making bank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Idiot.
bold strategy, Carton. Let's hope it pays off for him. Like,
Definitely did not pay off for him.
yeah, I remember watching that one. Like that was dumb as fuck. Because I was wondering because I assumed I didn't actually hear the end of that story. I assumed that like it would be surely it had to be someone who worked there. Because the first thing they thought was they
Yeah,
were
it
fake,
was.
and then they realized they're not fake, and then they were like, "How the fuck have you managed to acquire this much?" You know, you couldn't.
Yeah, ex-employee apparently.
Yeah. God damn, gotta get friends in those places, eh? That was like, did you ever watch that documentary on the
imagine.
you know, on Macca's they have the peel off prizes.
And Monopoly ones.
Did you ever see that documentary at the
Oh,
Monopoly?
the big
the
scam.
scam in America? And so
Yeah.
same thing, a guy was working there and they tried to like figure out how these people were like getting the big $1 million prize, and
All these like people parts of his family or like acquaintances were winning
Yeah.
all the big
he
prizes.
was giving them for
'Cause
wedding
he-
presents.
yeah, because he was.
For wedding presents, he was like, "Here,
Yeah, yeah.
here's a $500,000 McDonald's thing, yeah."
I did not know. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
And so they thought what happened was they thought it was fake. Obviously, they thought this guy's scamming. It's rigged. Someone's making fake ones, and it turns out.
It was hilarious.
And when they got to the
The way
bottom
he was doing
of
it.
yeah, and they got to the bottom of it, and it was so simple. It was the guy got like the sheet or whatever, and then he would say to his partner, "Oh, I got to go to the toilet," and then like go sit on the toilet with the briefcase and just like swap them over, just like put it in another briefcase.
Because they had the briefcase attached to their like handcuffed to their arm, so they couldn't leave the briefcase. So he'd go to the toilet and just open the briefcase and switch them out.
Yeah,
at the airport, and then just come back out.
The most simplest like thing, and he did it for a few years. But like, he was giving it to his family, and then when they all discovered it, like one of the news reporters goes, I don't know how he never put 2 and 2 together that everyone in the same like state was winning. Like everyone in the same state won the same prize every like year or whatever. Yeah, he did the same thing. He goes, I just switched over. It was like simple as that. Like there was no big elaborate scheme. He just literally took it out of the suitcase. And just gave it to his family. Video. Yeah, it was good. Good story. Doesn't happen enough. But this is making me pretty moist. Like they've got a lot of good stuff, eh? Who are these blokes, by the way? Oh, Mimic Brew. Yeah, I know these blokes. Fuck.
Have we missed any questions in the chat, Jolie, in the actual Q&A panel?
Oh, fuck 'em, eh? Nah, I think everyone was very good. Oh, Nicholas Mule. But would you only want this card because of the price, or do you actually like the card itself? So I think he's asking you, Mr.
Oh, the Mewtwo?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm an absolute Mewtwo lover, and that's the epitome of, like, top Mewtwo's, right? Like, there's obviously plenty of PSA 10s that I could get that are also expensive, but this is, like, the ultimate unobtainable. Like, I don't know, it's a good segue into a question that I always ask. Like, let's say you win, like, proper lotto. So I'm talking like, 40 to 80 plus mil. Like let's just say 100 mil, right? In the lotto, right? What are you doing apart from like obviously the normal stuff? You're gonna go out and splurge, buy a house, buy cars, buy all this stuff, buy family stuff, buy friends, whatever. But like Pokemon specific, like what are you doing? Like obviously if I have 100 mil, I'm chasing this card. But outside of that, me personally, I'm getting like 2 of every single booster box ever in existence, right? And I'm ripping 1 of each of those copies, right? So all the way back to first edition base set, all of the EX era, all the ones that are like, 90,000 plus a booster 100%. Box, ripping every single one, right? And I'm keeping 1 sealed. But like, what are you doing? It's always
I'd do that.
Yeah. I think I would. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. How much is every single booster box though? I know PokeRev is selling it for like $6 million on his. Is it 6 mil? Has anyone seen that?
One of every single booster box.
Yeah, have you seen that?
PokeRev wouldn't be doing that.
No, PokeRev.
I don't think it would be.
It's a joke post. It's on his eBay, but it never sells.
6
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Way too much. Like the moment you get out of like the EX era, you've like talking like $4,000 a booster box, like max for some of those.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be
up a little bit higher.
Buy now, 6 mil.
That's got to be a joke post. Hey, I've never actually seen that.
I would say it's not a joke. I would say it's
it's been up for years.
Like he doesn't want to sell it,
and he just slowly ranks the price up.
Yeah, but that's what it would be, right?
He doesn't.
Like, he doesn't want to sell it, but he's like,
it's a flex.
If someone gave me, no, I reckon it's seriously that. I think it's like he doesn't want to sell it, but if someone said, "Here's $6 million US,"
you'd be happy to sell it, baby.
He'd be like, "Fuck it,
buy back,
change my family's life."
More.
Yeah, buy it back, but that would be his personal collection. I don't want to sell this because I definitely don't think it's $6 million. Like how much?
Well, let me. Oh, it's going to take a while, but I'll do some quick maths.
It would not kick over 1.5 million.
Yeah,
you don't reckon?
Yeah, no.
Nah.
What's the most expensive box? Base
first edition is 250K.
If you got like the red wing or like the green wings,
yeah, so Shadowless is 100K. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're getting 1 of each set though, like 1 of each print, then there's some of like the really rare, like
you've got like first edition Neos, all the first edition Neos, then all the unlimited Neos, then you have like
if it's got each edition, then it's like it would be kicking on at least like probably 4 mil maybe. This is US as well, so probably drop it back.
It's like 9 mil. It's 9 mil Australian. It's a lot of dosh.
Yeah, like
he's got like 30% tax on that minimum, right? 30%, like you're not going to buy this tax.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is his like,
and it all goes to eBay anyway.
Like, and then some dickhead YouTuber one day will flex on him and be like, "Yeah, I'll give you 6 million." He's like, "All right, sweet, give me 6 million." Like, I'm just going to buy my house, buy a bigger house.
Pullz will buy them.
Paul's exactly right.
At 85% though, and he'll coin flip you for it.
Yeah. 100%. But yeah, like it's you would. It'd be cool to have like if you like the hypothetical question, you get the $100 million, the big wall like he's got all lit up with all the boxes, and you know, like I always say if I win the lottery, right, I get a big house and I fill it to the brim with Transformers. Like that would be my. I would have a full Transformers like hall, you know, and then I would have another pop room. I'd have all the pop vinyls, and then just the Pokemon stupid shit with all the Grails and all the PSA.
You'd have a Captain Marvel room too, wouldn't you?
I would have a Captain Marvel room. I would have many Captain Marvels.
That would be an 18+ room for sure.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, people aren't allowed in that room. Only I'm allowed in that room. Yeah, it's heavy red lights in there. It's grouse. It's good fun. Oh, listen.
Just gives me vibes of that. Is it Billy Madison where he's got that little like, what is it? The little like stall room thing that. Anyway, we don't need to go into that.
Is it Billy Madison? Wait,
I think it is.
What movie? I'm like.
No, don't worry about it. We don't need. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Well, how many booster boxes is this? That's only.
Yeah, that wouldn't be all of them.
32.
Because there's like.
Well, it says the Ultimate
got...
Collection First Edition Pokemon Booster Box Collection, factory sealed.
Oh, so that is only like the first ed ones. So this isn't even like all the booster boxes. This is only the ones that come out in first ed print. So yeah, like definitely nowhere near like 6 mil.
It's a brag post.
Yeah.
I don't think so. People go to
maybe...
I think his eBay and see like how insane his collection is, and like shit, I'm gonna buy off this guy. I think that's what he originally put it there for.
No, I reckon it's the I don't want to sell it, give me 6 mil. You know? Like if something's prized possession to you, it's like it's all of the above, eh? It's the I'll take 6 mil for it, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, like you even just
in the meantime,
you're happy to draw traffic to your eBay page because you're like,
true.
I could put this up at like 40% promotion, and maybe that will get a couple of people to be like, oh, whose is this? And then you click onto the actual eBay page and you might buy a like your
imagine how many views that's had.
10.0.
11. It's got 11k likes. Yeah. I'm gonna like it myself. There you go, bang.
Yeah.
11,001.
People watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if you go to eBay and you type in the most expensive Pokemon thing, that probably comes up. Yeah, like if you were just to type in Pokemon and then go price low to high, high to low.
Yeah.
That you'd think 6 mil would be the top one there anyway.
There's a guy in Australia selling a pretty big booster box vintage collection for 2 mil.
Yeah. Fuck, it's so much money. Makes me sick. How much would... Oh, if someone came up to you right now, FME, because you've got a pretty gangster collection, if someone said, what would be the price, like, to clean you out right now? Like, you haven't even got time to add it up, right? Like, someone's at your door with the checkbook, change your life.
Should I answer that?
What's that?
Should I answer that?
I don't know. Well, that's up to you, right? I just thought it'd be a cool question to ask because you've got a significantly large. Oh, maybe not. Maybe for safety reasons, you want people knowing you have that much stock. Okay.
It's not all here, firstly, but
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be 6 figures.
I mean,
yeah.
My tax man knows, and I think that's pretty much the only person that really does. So
yeah. Don't let the tax guy know how much Pokemon's worth.
I wish I
don't really. He's got to know where my money's going.
Oh, well, you sell it as part. Yeah. Do you sell it as part of a business? Like, do you do it all?
Yeah, that's my full-time job. So
full-time job selling Pokemon cards.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Fucking gangster. What are you? 22?
No.
19? You look like 17.
No, bro.
I'm 100% sure you have a fake ID.
He told you at the start.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
I don't believe you've ever.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did this morning. Thank you.
I don't believe.
I knew I was going to be on. I knew I was going to be on telly.
Telly.
Yeah, I mean, I've been full-time Pokemon for like 2.5 years now.
How did you pull that off?
Well, I pretty much bought a lot of Pokemon cards when I got my first job, and that was in 2018.
Yep.
And then kept a lot of it sealed. And then the moment COVID hit, I was like, I've got all this stock. A lot of people want it. And then I started doing rip and chips.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So did you ride that COVID wave? Like, was that was a real thing? Everyone always says that the COVID
No, that
Was it
it was crazy. Like everything
Yeah.
that I like, I
Everyone's
was selling
home, got
Vivid
money, let's
Voltage
buy
packs
cards.
for like, I was going out to Eevee Games, buying their packs for $5, take them home, sell them for $8, and repeat.
Mad. And you've just
Yeah.
managed to like keep that going for like 3-4 years, 4 years, 5
Yeah.
years. Far out.
Yeah, I think we passed 7 figures, I think in August.
The fuck, mate? Listen,
Wow,
mate.
dude.
Listen, mate. I've got a job interview for the fucking mines next week, right? And you're selling Pokemon cards, just hanging out at home, fucking selling boxes. Fuck you, okay? That's great. That's actually fucking awesome.
Awesome.
I have so many questions to ask you. Actually, I gotta get you on my podcast too. Actually, one day, let's do that. Hook it up.
Is it eBay or is it private
Yeah, I was gonna
website
ask
for
that
you,
too.
mainly Pokelotto?
Oh, like everything. Not as much eBay. I do like a fair amount of private, and then like most of it's just through the website. And yeah, a little bit of everything really. Like I've been doing it for long enough now that I just have connections, and if I buy something, usually I know who I'm gonna sell it to. So
Yeah, you kind of get that.
What do you rip and ship on? What platform are you
TikTok.
using?
Just
God.
TikTok. Oh yeah, nice.
Man, I'm sick of people telling me that TikTok's better than YouTube, eh? Like,
No, YouTube's way better
mean-
than TikTok.
oh, is it? They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
Because everyone keeps like pumping TikTok, eh? And I'm like, it's not.
In terms of making like sales though, do you reckon TikTok's not the best for that?
Oh, if you were to like,
Because people keep telling me.
like, if you were to do, if I was to start again, I would definitely have wanted to have started on YouTube, just because you got so many different avenues that you can take your content to traffic towards rip and ship.
Mm,
But I think if
Yeah,
if
right.
you were to start today and you just like were happy to just sell stuff this week, you could just jump on TikTok, do a live stream, and you probably would just like sell straight away.
TikTok's a lot easier just to get going
Yeah, right.
because I've gone live on TikTok probably like only 3 or 4 times here, and the traffic is insane. It's
Yeah,
infinitely
it's
better
got
than
so much
YouTube.
natural reach.
Yeah, like it's just random people like me just jumping on one day. I think the first time just to test it, I think I just opened a couple of Crown Zenith ETBs, and there was like more people watching me on my like the algorithm for TikTok is just better. The strangers just coming in, popping in, saying hey, all sorts of shit, and I was like, this is way different. This is not the same as YouTube. Yeah, like this is the whole different.
Oh, I made a TikTok like a couple months ago, and it's like, how many followers do you need to go live? Because I still can't go live on there.
Can't be much because
I think it might be 500 now. It was 1,000 when I started, but I think
Right.
you could do it from 500.
yeah. If you want
Oh,
1,000
okay.
subs, you can get it in a day on TikTok, Adsy. You just put up like 10 fucking reels, and like
Oh, it used to be pretty easy.
all I've been doing is.
A bit harder now.
Is it harder now? Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
nah. I feel like it
I
was.
use it
like-
for recycling my reels. Like, that's pretty much all I've been doing on there.
I started doing the TikTok before I did reels, and TikTok was just like easy to gain followers, find people. Like, I get why it's got that more attraction to younger people, like, because it's easy to get interaction and engagement from strangers. With a YouTube, you kind of got to work for it, earn it a bit, like. When
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
TikTok is just like another. It just wants you to be seen, like it.
Yeah, I think YouTube though is just so much like as a business, like
It's more professional. When you say I've got a TikTok,
yeah,
you sound
but
like a
also
fuckhead.
just like community reach and just like people who actually like know who you are. Like
Yeah.
so much better on YouTube, and that's just on TikTok you're only scrolling, there's no like long form content. If you want to build a brand, YouTube's so much better. If you just wanted to do as I said, like jump on a live and sell a couple of booster boxes, but no one's gonna care. Like no one really cares on TikTok. I don't know. I could name maybe 3 creators on TikTok that I could just be like, oh yeah, I know who they are from TikTok. Everybody else that I actually would know is just like, oh, they do YouTube. I could pick them from a crowd.
Yeah.
It's just like faceless.
Because you're essentially just a
people
pair of hands.
Yeah, and
on
it's faceless
TikTok.
content
It's just
on
a pair
TikTok.
of hands opening packs. Yeah.
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 And no one's going to check out your short forms from a live stream, but
What was that?
people
What did you
will
say
watch-
about just hands ripping packs? What'd you say, Adsy? What'd you say about that in front of my mate Foundmyexit? What'd you say that for?
Hey, look, he's
Yeah, go
done
on.
the face
Go
reveal
on.
now. Yeah.
It's just hands opening packs, mate. Fucking look, Foundmyexit's done like fucking
But no,
better than
it-
everyone, I reckon. Just with hands and packs.
Yeah.
Turns out you're a good-looking bloke too.
But
you
yeah, that's the community
know how
element.
pissed off everyone
Yeah.
was when that happened. It's like, God damn it! Like, I was hoping to just be like, hoping to just be hands and like an ogre face, and then he's like pretty as fuck. And like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Grinding away, got all my cameras set up, and you're just like, oh yeah, mobile phone in my hands. Oh yeah, 6,000 followers, no big deal. Smashing it, brother. Smashing it, mate.
Thanks, mate.
No.
It's all fun. It's
The
all
magic
fun.
recipe.
It is all fun, eh? It's good fun. Oh, what do we got?
Yeah.
I think we had another question I saw, and then I went away. Jolie, what's your collection worth? I don't know, like bugger all. I haven't got much. I've got rid of a lot of cards. My blisters are getting bigger and bigger. I like my blisters, so you know, I got like 50-something packs of Evolving Skies. You know,
Nice.
Is that
crystal ball.
is that Silver Tempest on the bottom row that actually has blisters?
yeah, I got blisters. Silver Tempest. I got.
But is that bottom like in the background that we can see there?
No, Silver Tempest is probably off screen actually.
That row? What's the row below that?
That one.
This one, yeah, that one.
That's Obsidian, Paradox, Temporal Forces,
Okay.
Twilight Masquerade, Stellar Crown, and Searching Sparks. But I haven't got too much of the newer shit because I keep trying to like every time I see Sword and Shield, I just stock up because eventually it's gonna be harder to find.
For sure.
But the other
Far
day,
left
Target had Stellar
Far
Crown
left
for
pack
$5.
of Silver Tempest
Yeah, I've
at the
got
very
Silver
back.
Tempest.
Yeah, far left pack at the very back of the leftist one from this view. He's got the Lugia in it.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. I've already pulled the Lugia twice, so I'm done. I've already got a Lugia.
Oh, okay, all right, all right.
I've already got. Where's the Lugia? I got the Lugia sitting here, I think, ready to grade. I've got the biggest grading pile of like cards that need to be graded. I've never graded one single card, eh? I'm very.
You've
slow.
never graded.
Look,
Right.
this is my grade pile. Look at the size of it. There's that plus everything else. Like I just haven't. I don't even know what's in here, eh? There is a Lugia in here, but I pulled 2 Lugias, and I actually regret it. I actually sold one for like way cheaper than I should have sold it. Or I swapped it for some stuff. I got a Giratina hanging out there, ready to go. But no, I had 2 Lugias and I sold one. And I really feel bad because I really wanted to just have one in the binder and then like grade one. But yeah, fuck, I don't even know where it is. I've lost him. He's gone.
Donuts. Nothing in the Stellar Crown.
Are you ripping Foundmyexit right now?
Watto was G'ing it up. That was an error pack. It didn't even have a code card in it.
Did you see that one the other day we ripped and it had no code on the code card? It's just a blank card.
Yeah, I love they're awesome.
Yeah, I've had a
That's
couple
like,
of those.
I wish I kept
They're
it.
cool.
I got
Yeah.
this
They
one.
sell.
Yeah, I keep all them.
I got to grade that one. That one's actually worth
Did they?
money.
Oh, that's a big bowler card, the Pocket Monsters card.
I won that in a bloody tower for like $50. Yeah.
How clean is it?
It's pretty fucking clean, yeah. Like in terms of like left to right, I would have said it was a PSA 9, but on one side of it, it's clean. Like you know how some of these ones look really rancid, but there is like a small tiny nick on the side of it. So I reckon it'd be an 8 because it's
Honestly, 8 those like still super
9's still
expensive.
sell. It's a great card.
Yeah, if that is the
It's a great card. Dude, I hope you pull something massive right now. Imagine you pulled the Pikachu. What are you ripping, Surgeon Sparks? Well, fucking you guys are going to rip shit. I want to rip shit too. I got nothing to rip. First one to hit the first one to hit the Terrapagus wins. What? Oh, you're opening Surgeon Sparks. Imagine if he pulls it. Imagine if he fucking pulls it.
not another one.
Gold Pikachu.
Ah.
God, no, I don't want to rip mine. I've only got 4 packs and I want to keep them. No, I'm too scared to rip anything now. I'm too scared. I'm weak. I've lost my edge. Back in the day,
I pulled the gold Pikachu on my stream on Saturday too.
Yeah.
Someone.
So you pulled
Yeah.
both of them. You had a busy week. You pulled that. You pulled the Greninja. You
the
pulled
gold Pika for yeah, and then this one for myself. That'll be in the video.
It's casual flex, brother. RUZZ reacts. I just use that code. Do you use the? Hey, RUZZ. Do you use the? Does anyone use the codes? Does anyone actually here use them?
Used to.
Yeah. Never used them. He slipped the Terrapagus out of it.
This is the only sealed Pokemon thing I have in the.
Hey, there you go. I actually like the what's it, Galvantula?
Yeah, that's what that is.
I like the SIR better than the Terrapagus
Oh, okay.
one. Yeah, I love that card. I think that Galvantula is a really good card.
Another crown wearer.
Yeah, apart from the crown scenario, but It's a good card. I like all the rainbows. Look at you guys
All
just
right.
having packs. I don't get packs lying around. Where's my pack?
Last blister.
What should I rip? I got a Twilight Masquerade or a Stellar Crown. I could probably rip.
I might have all gone like Wattos from his video. I think all of mine came back 9s. Still yet to get a 10er.
Oh yeah, what
got
I
eight-
what
I got
a few of them.
8 PSA 9s. I didn't get a 6 on mine though. Was it a 6 or a 7?
That just reminded me when I was opening packs the other day when 6ix9ine was opening packs. She like butchered some card and like gave it like a full proper dint in it. I was like, oh fuck, it was good as. Shout out to 6ix9ine Tails. It was so funny. I forgot about that. It's on the video. She like bent it hard. It was so good. Look at
Oh,
you
come
guys
on.
flexing.
Adzi, get the big picker.
What are you ripping right now? What pack? Oh
I got-
fucking
I got-
Ruzz.
Oh, let's go. That's playable, baby.
Oh, Ruzz.
Yeah,
Profit
there we go.
Profit
Ruzz,
on that pack.
Thanks, brother. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Do I have to rip something now that you've... Ah, fuck oath. What should I rip?
How many of the Silver Tempest do you have in the hangers there,
I am
Jolly?
not ripping Silver Tempest.
How many? I'll give you another one.
I don't want... No, I've got like... I don't like ripping the Sword and Shield. That's my like... That's my pride and joy. I'll rip a... Twilight Masquerade or a Stellar Crown.
I was
Ruzz,
going to
you
say...
can pick because you pick. You can tell me. You can tell me.
Alright,
what-
Ruzz got it.
Ruzz can pick because you paid, so you're paying for it. So Stellar Crown or Twilight Masquerade. Adzi, what are you doing, mate? You're just shredding through packs now, aren't you?
Love it. I love it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
No, babe, I'm not addicted.
Oh, which one am I going?
Yeah, yep. You nearly... Yep.
Ah!
Ah.
Twilight
Legit, I just got
Masquerade.
that same one.
I'm gonna get a Twilight Masquerade pack, seeing as you guys are all ripping.
Here we go. We've got a sealed case coming out.
He's got a whole case.
Oh, shit. Is this what we want?
This just turned into degeneracy real quick, eh? All right, we're going for the ninja, yeah. Frog
We've got
ninja.
a fresh booster box out.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna mix them up. Then I'm
What
gonna-
have we started?
This is
Pikachu
degen.
time, baby.
All right, I'm gonna pick. Oh God, no, I'm not. Yep, this pack. This pack. This is the pack. That's the Greninja pack, yeah.
Got the big Greninja.
Piss off, Watto.
Yes. Yes.
Oh God. You
And
guys-
what it has to be the most furthest left from this view and the pack at the back.
Oh God. Wait, which way do I go? I never opened
So
them.
guys, I got to sort out all my trainers from my bulk as I go.
I like it. Oh, ace spec.
Oh, no, I'm happy with that one.
Playable?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the
So-
trolley.
Couple of
Have you opened much of this set,
Oh.
Lotto?
Oh God.
Well, I didn't get a super huge allocation, so I opened one case.
What should I
of
open, Watto? You
singles.
gave me $10. That's
And
you're
that
too
was
nice,
about
mate.
it, mate.
Guys, I feel bad when you guys give me money. It feels weird. I feel scared.
I got one case coming.
What do I got to open? Watto?
I'm just gonna rip like a degen.
Do you want me to open silver? Oh fuck it. Which one did you say FME? Which one did you say has got the Lugia?
So whichever hanger is the furthest left from this view and the one at the back of that hanger line.
You can't see Silver Tempest in that camera view.
Can we not? Is it not? Is that Astral or is it Lost Origin then?
That's Astral, and then that's
Yeah,
Silver
okay.
Origin, and then next to that
Where's-
is Silver Tempest.
Yeah, so the back one of that.
The very back one
Yeah.
is still. Oh, I'm getting this very back one.
Yeah.
Get out of my case. I got the Drayton. Is it Drayton?
Did you only get one SAR in the case?
Yeah, I got pretty stooged.
Oh, jeez.
I know I got the gold Pikachu though, so I wasn't too
I
upset
feel
about that.
gross.
Oh, yeah.
I feel gross opening this. Like I do not like opening, Sword and Shield.
You'll be
like
alright. There'll be a Lugia
Is this
in it.
playable?
Oh, let's go!
Let's go!
Hydreigon
Hydreigon
SIR.
Hydreigon.
Holy
It's like
shit!
cleaning up the second case. That's the other one that's in there.
Oh god, well done, brother. All right, here we go.
Is this the Lost Origin, Jolie?
This is Silver Tempest.
Oh, sorry, Silver Tempest. That's what I meant. That's what I
You
meant.
told me there'd be a Lugia in here, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Terrible.
God. This is like
Come on,
killing
come on,
me.
Lugia.
Can't believe you just made me open my personal collection. Oh,
Oh, it's worth it. You got a Metachamp.
Got
It's a hit. That's a hit in Sword and Shield, baby.
Oh god.
Jolie,
That's a hit. It's a holo.
You can pick one to get me back for Silver Tempest if
Oh
you
my
want.
god, that's making me moist.
Wow.
Which one? Where are we going?
Right in the middle. Right in the middle on the right. Oh, that left.
That's a...
Yep, that side. Yep, go for it. Yeah, that one. Right there. That is the exact one. That's a Lugia one. Oh, Flygon. Mate, what happened? What happened? You got a holo. Why are you upset?
What happened to you?
What happened? Hey, remember that time we were ripping on that guy about gambling and being degenerate, and then here's us just like, shredding packs?
Entertainment value, baby.
What? Who's gonna get the biggest one? Well, you got the Hydreigon, so you've definitely got the biggest one so far. Pokemon.
Yeah, I think Lotto's
Kind of
won
back
this.
the same as at the Kaz. I think I'm gonna stop there. Quit while
There's
I'm
a
ahead.
Lugia in this pack. I feel like you called it.
Oh, A-Spec. There we go.
Oh, that's the good one, right?
The same A-Spec that Lotto pulled, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
roll on the trolley.
All right.
Are they came-up blisters? Because you know the came-up ones all had the hits in them.
These were sealed cases. I have not pulled a Lugia yet.
Oh,
sure.
Jirachi.
Radiant Jirachi.
God, that would have
Double banger.
blown my mind. Now I'm looking at my Twilight Masquerade. I'm thinking, one more pack.
Everyone's got the itch.
One more pack and then I'm done. I'm actually done. Otherwise, I start feeling bad about myself. I'm gonna rip.
Never feel bad, Jolly.
Oh, it's so good.
We're gonna rip this Dragapult. This is it. That's my last pack, and then I'm done. Just rip that casual Hidden Fates one. I'll tell you what. Foundmyexit. When we're both big famous YouTubers, I've got my Hidden Fates one sitting right there. We'll Hidden Fates box battle it, eh?
I'm down. I'm down. Hidden Fates is so much fun to open.
You'll probably rip that anyway before that anyway.
Yeah, I've ripped a few recently.
I nearly thought about asking you to do it at the expo, but I was too scared.
I ripped one literally the day before I flew down.
Oh, did you?
And a tin.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Down to the business end.
One big Greninja.
Come on. Where's that froggy boy?
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
Stupid
a
Makago.
hit.
It's a hit. It's a bigger hit than the one. All right, I'm out. Oh, do it. I dare ya.
Great set.
Yeah, come on, man. Just rip a casual Call of Legends. I dare ya. I dare ya. I triple dare ya.
it's a double up, so I probably should.
Oh, this guy. This guy. Mate, your collection is
Double
rad.
up.
So, do you ever think will you ever get into the buying, selling FME? Would you ever get into that, or you have to hold it?
I need to start selling some stuff to keep funding some of the rips.
Yeah. It gets
But,
like
It
that.
gets that way.
It gets like that.
I find it hard.
I think we got another question actually. Fan funding. Oh no, it's guys. Thank you
Friggin'
so much.
Flamingo.
Thank you so much,
It's
guys.
the pride
Oh,
and joy.
how
of the,
nice are they, man?
Oh,
Look at that.
Give me that Dialga. I want it.
Look at it. Is it not one of the best sets ever existed? Like, ever to exist?
Wow.
How much is that Dialga worth?
What is it like?
Ah.
About 450, I think.
That Lugia is sexy too.
Yeah,
They're
so
all
I
so nice.
waited till a couple of them were from when I was a kid, but then like I've waited till I got the entire sequential set to send off.
What's that last
That's so
one?
cool.
Was that the last one? Suicune?
Suicune.
Yeah. There's some good cards in that set. Yeah, I like that set.
Dude,
Yeah, that's sick.
I
one
think
of a
Kyogre is
kind.
probably my favorite one. The Lugia is not too bad. Or the Ray is also pretty sick.
Yeah, how good is that, man? They just
They're
did it
pretty good.
different back then.
That's like a regular promo card now.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Tones, I agree. The energies in Call of Legends are the best energies, like, pretty much out there.
Man. No, I just want to keep ripping.
Oh, Brody Plays is in the chat. Lotto, show him what you just pulled before. Brody, look what Lotto just pulled live on the chat.
It's a nice card, eh? Kath actually
It's
pulled
his
that.
chase.
Kath pulled that at the TCG Expo, actually. Shout out to Kath.
The Hydreigon. Oh, in Japanese or in
No,
English?
English. Because she ripped it.
Bid
in
150.
You don't want this one, Brody. It's off
She,
center all shit.
Yeah, she ripped Surging Sparks
Yeah.
early, and she pulled that, and then she pulled 2 SIRs, I think, and then like straight afterwards,
Oh, wow.
6ix9ine pulled the Milotic from the Japanese box.
Japanese one.
Yeah,
I think I saw that. Yeah,
and
nice.
then just before that, she pulled 2 from a Japanese. For another, Japanese only get 1 hit. She pulled 2 hits from 1 Japanese box.
Yeah, you can occasionally.
Yeah, it
get
was
to.
fucking cool as. Yeah, so she.
About 1 in every 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she did that and then pulled the SIR and then
Nice.
that box straight after. Yeah, she killed it. So yeah, fucking both the girls did really good the other day. And I pulled
Nice.
jack shit. Oh no, I pulled the Squirtle. That was alright.
Yeah, the Squirtle was sick, man.
Yeah, I'll
It's
take the
massive
Squirtle,
hit.
which has actually worked out alright because I actually sold my Squirtle a few weeks ago and I felt bad about it. And then I got it back straight away and that, so it worked out alright.
Absolutely killed it.
Need a light of 10 ants or PSA 10. Yeah, the ants are cool. You seen the
Oh,
ant
I
card?
pulled the ant too, Jolly.
Yeah,
Brody.
and
I pulled the ant. This one.
And you put them all next to each other. It'd be sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just makes one long line.
I'm just gonna point out that it's 11 o'clock, guys, and it's getting late.
I haven't even had dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right? I'm sitting there getting but I think we covered most of the hot topics that came out today, so and a bit more. It was good. It was good chat, lads. I had a fun night.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to give yourselves all a plug before we leave? Nah, fuck yous.
Can
Bye.
do. Can.
Cheers.
Got anyone, just start talking. Give yourself a plug. Pokelotto,
At 100k subs, we will rip this bad boy.
get him there, guys.
Hey,
Get-
100k.
Get Foundmyexit to 100k.
Oof. Oof.
Do it. Do it.
At 5k, I will rip one of my vintage on the back. It's not as fancy, but
Fucking.
I love it, Adzi.
that's my promise.
Rip the fossil from the Kawaii pack.
Yeah, I'll do that. If I at 5k.
Because
But
I ripped a
first goal was 4k.
Well, do it at 4k. I ripped a fossil from a Kawaii pack and it was a light, so you're better odds now.
Oh, nice. No, I'll save it for 5k. It's a nice big celebration. But I'm about to hit 4k. I think I'm about 50 subs off. And so if I hit that by Christmas, I'll do a big giveaway. I'll do a Christmas live stream giveaway next month and give away some cool stuff.
Mad.
Dress up as Santa
Oh.
Claus, do all that whole thing. Yeah.
Shit, yeah. We got so Christmas streams coming up, guys. You're doing a Christmas stream, Adzi.
Yeah.
You doing a Christmas stream,
Yeah,
Lotto?
I'm gonna try a daytime stream.
And a what?
Absolutely.
Sorry.
I'm gonna try like a daytime slot,
Oh,
kind of like Foundmyexit style. Yeah, do
nice.
something in the morning.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Friendly
3
for the UK
3 a.m.
and
is
the
where it's at.
US.
Fuck,
Mm.
every time I do it on the day, it bombs hard. It does my head in. Just one day. Nah,
Consistency, Jolly.
don't hit me with that. Listen, mate, consistency. I wanted to do this on a Tuesday, but no one could do it on a Tuesday. Everyone was like, "Oh no, I gotta do it on the Monday." So
I guess something like this is
Listen,
hard
I'm a
to
team
be
player.
consistent.
I'm a
Where
team
you're
player.
trying to,
I'm a
Yeah.
team player. I will
you're trying
change
to
it for you
get
guys.
four different people together.
It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard. I've had to change it.
It's hard for like a round table sort of thing.
Yeah. Everyone's busy. I get that. Everyone's got different
Yeah.
things, and kids do sports and shit. I get you. All right, boys.
What's everyone else got going on?
Yeah. What have you got going on? Give yourself like a last minute plug.
Pokelotto, you go first, and then I'll
I mean, if anybody wants to go check out the website, pokelotto.com, go crazy. I don't know. I've got Perth
will.
Regionals that's coming up in 3 weeks now, so we'll probably be doing some content around that.
Nice.
That's pretty much it at the moment. YouTube's
Yeah, sick.
only TCG related stuff. So
Just gonna
Yeah.
put your.
Oh yeah.
I'll put you in the comment.
Nice.
Pokelotto.com.
I need
check it
to.
out.
I want to understand more about that world. I'd love to understand more about that world.
The gaming part of it.
All of it, all the stuff that you've been successful in doing Pokelotto. It's cool.
yeah, I mean, I'm always free
Yeah,
for a
sure.
yarn. So
We'll definitely chat. From my side, we're giving away an Evolutions booster box heading into Christmas.
Oof.
So people will win packs, and then we'll rip it live, and everyone gets whatever they get from the packs. Right? We'll give away the whole box. At 10k
Wow,
subs, we're
nice.
ripping a heavy fire red leaf green booster pack. So there's some of the things to look forward to.
You are insane.
So that'll be by January, probably.
No way. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going through your website now, brother. What am I? I'm
Yeah,
shopping.
I was having
Now
a quick look.
Now I'm just shopping. Far out. So
Yep,
you
I'm heading straight to the website also.
guys have all got good stuff coming up. I like it. Good work, lads. Good
That's
work
awesome.
on being
gotta keep
consistent.
moving.
Yeah, for real, eh?
Yeah.
I'll do it one day when I can be fucked. Nah, well done, guys. All right.
Yeah, I just try to. Yeah.
You've been consistent. You've got days set now, don't you?
Yeah, I try to just do one video a week and then the live stream every fortnight. But yeah,
the
that's
Fortnite's live
just
stream's
sticking to
pretty
that. Yeah.
sick. Yeah, that's it, man. That's
Yeah.
good. Surprisingly, not a lot of people on Saturday nights these days. You managed to
Yeah,
plug
it's
that
kind of
slot.
good. I picked it up a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing it every other fortnight. That way, there's someone else.
Mm.
I actually, so I might plug myself. I don't know when, but it's coming up soon. Me and Rach are gonna go live one night. We're gonna rip a booster box of Sword and Shield, like as in like all the sets of Sword and Shield, a booster box worth, so 36 to 40 packs worth, and then a booster box of everything from Scarlet Violet so far. So I have two.
Sounds
booster boxes,
dope.
and I'm just gonna get fucking
Yeah, nice.
I like it.
munted. So
That's awesome.
yeah. So Rachel hates me. In
I
front
loved
of
the
a
last
camera.
stream you two did,
That was
where you
grouse.
both were just like,
Yeah, it's grouse.
yeah,
She
just
does-
drinking
She's
and having
wild
fun.
and she doesn't like getting in front of a camera, so it works out grouse. So it's awkward. But this time I'm going to give her the microphone too, so I'll be even more awkward for her. But just get a joke. The first one we did together was really
Nice.
good, where we got munted, but I ended up just ripping all my sealed. I woke up the next day and I was like, what have I done? I was like just ripping into all my like ETBs, and I was like, oh, that was
I remember
not,
that.
That was not good. I felt bad the next day. I was looking at everything going, you idiot. Like, it was probably Swadsy. Fuck you, Swadsy.
But hey, you're monetized now, right? You're in the YouTube
I
partner
probably should
program,
mention
so
that.
people can
Yeah,
actually.
I've got.
Congrats. Yeah, congrats again for
Thank
that.
you guys. Thank you.
Congrats,
Thank
mate.
you. No, I've got the membership set up, ready to go, but I don't know if I want to launch them. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm not really keen on it.
Do it.
Nah, I
Do it.
don't know. Nah, I don't like the idea of it. It sounds.
That way,
it's weird.
people can like, yeah.
I don't want
You want to
to.
rip stuff? People can be like, here's some money. Rip that box. Bang. You square. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they can do that now. Like they can donate now. I don't know if I want to do. I don't know.
Oh, super chat.
memberships. Yeah,
Yeah.
memberships are like, I don't know. I've got them set up. I got all the emojis. I have got some hilarious emojis. I'm just gonna throw that out
So
there.
you need the emojis. You
I've got 'em.
need
They're
to
so
let people
funny.
use your emojis,
Oh,
Polly.
there's one of me
Right.
naked.
Just
so
do
it's
it
so good.
cheap. Yeah.
Like, so many emojis. I've got so many emojis.
Just do it.
I
Yeah.
was so offended when it's like, oh, you can only have 4. I was like, oh, mate, you better pick that up quickly.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know. If I
Yeah.
wanna
So
do
you
it.
need more members and get more emojis.
I don't know if I want to do members. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna let it just slide. Yeah. I think I'll just leave it as is for now. I'll see. I'm a strange guy. I like to do
I
funny
think
things.
you will eventually.
Nah. Nah, all good. All right, guys. I won't let you guys. I won't keep you guys any longer. I'm sure you're all hungry and like, shut the fuck up, Joel. I need to take a piss. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being on. Oh, can we get like a one quick like photo for some stupid thumbnail? So like, that'll do. Look at Azzy, I love it.
It's been a pleasure.
But thank you so much, guys. Thank you, because everyone's from different time zones. Everyone's from different places in Australia. Thank you so much. Pokelotto, Foundmyexit, newbies. Thank you so much
Pleasure.
for coming on. Adzi,
Thank you.
thanks for coming back, brother.
Thanks, chat.
I'm sure we'll
No
do
worries.
it all again at some point. All right.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Thanks everyone in the chat.
It was fun. It was a good chat. How the fuck? Oh yeah, thanks to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Sorry if I ignored you a whole bunch. I was
Good
having too much
questions.
fun.
Good engagement.
Yeah, it was good questions
It's
today.
good.
They actually used the questions chat thing tonight, so that was another bonus. How do I turn it off? How do I stop streaming on YouTube? Every week. Every fucking week. Every week I forget how to turn it. All right. Signing off.
Usually I like to make bot balloons come up.
Yeah, there it is.
Why
Hey,
doesn't do that? I want to do that.
I'm on a PC.
All right, guys. I'm going to end stream.
See you guys.
Now.
Bye bye.
I didn't end it. I lied. Fuck. End.